I think he'd stand up for Pepper.
He'd stand up for Pepper at least, yeah.
He better stand up for Pepper.
Who would stand up for
your
Pepper?
child.
I would sell myself out for Pepper, so like that's
If you
fine.
wouldn't stand
You
up for
do what you gotta
Pepper,
do.
you something deeply flawed about you if you don't stand
Right.
up for Pepper.
I would stand up for Pepper.
Like I'd throw myself under the bus for that.
Stand up and toss him at one of the Mage Slayers.
See, if Pepper wanted to go to the Feywilds, then maybe I would have gone to the Feywilds.
Yeah.
It's Pepper.
Yeah, exactly.
Pepper for sure wanted to go to the Feywild, let the record show. And I believe expressed that sentiment. But, he relies on Jack's judgment because he's a child.
Yeah.
But I mean, like a teenager.
He's
not a teenager.
He's at about the age where he's going to start making his own decisions.
Mm-hmm. He's like, what is he? So he's like 11?
Right, which I think is like Noel
Which is
for,
like 13 or 14 in Noel years. Something like
He's
that.
also spent the majority of his time in a box. He can't make good decisions.
Well, okay,
That's true.
He spent the majority of his time in the box because he's been hunted and killed. Like, I don't know. He's had to grow up fast.
Yeah, for sure. And also,
like-
the box,
He's like a portable Anne Frank,
basically.
and you're the attic.
Boy.
Peck's trunk is the attic, and that makes Pepper and Frank. What does that make Jack?
I don't know.
I don't know
Who
the story.
hides?
I don't know who owned the attic.
I don't know who owned the attic.
I don't read things. I don't remember things from school.
I only know everything from other people's jokes. I don't even know who Anne Frank is.
Kind of seems maybe it kind of a little fucked up that we all know Anne Frank's name, but not the name of whatever people owned the home that housed a bunch of refugees all that time.
I imagine it's her relatives.
No, if it was relatives, they would also be refugees
Oh, okay, that's fair.
by the nature of what the Nazis were doing.
Gotcha. I was like, for some reason, only their daughter was Jewish.
Yeah.
Like she was trying it out. And she just
Boy.
picked the wrong time.
Now seems like a good time to dabble in Judaism.
The climate's right for it.
Oh, the person who owned that house actually died relatively recently.
Ah,
Really?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
recently?
2010.
Jesus.
Oh, gee.
How old were they?
They were 100.
Is it like an
Wow.
Airbnb now?
Cannot pronounce their name, so I'm not going to try, but cursory Google search will give it to you.
Oh, I just realized Ace's mode, which is fine.
Yes, I'm
just-
sorry, I should have said something. Ace is out, and I'm too lazy to log him out of Discord, so
You're good. You're
Ace
good.
is moat.
Totally fine.
Hello.
I kept like looking at the screen like something's not right. We're missing Moat, but then I would hear you,
Hear
and
it.
I'd be like, "Wait, what the fuck's going on?" And then I clicked that like Ace is out for today, and yet he's here. I get it. Everything makes sense now, and we're live.
Anyway, rip in peace, Malkoth. Let's go kill a dragon.
Yeah, rest in peace, Malakoth. That's gonna be something. Last week when we left off, you guys had finally made your way into Storm Cellar. You snuck your way through the Waterworks, a secret underground cave system. Used some clever disguises and lies to sneak your way past Pick, one of Marvel's old apprentices who had betrayed you all, sold you all out to the cult, and kind of helped with the takeover. He got an inkling that something was up and started to go off to do something, but you guys tailed him, and fucking ganked the shit out of him, assassinated him over the abyss, recovered his body before it could fall down into the darkness, and then fled to safety before a couple of nearby dragons could come investigate the noise. That's kind of right where we left off. You guys had discussed trying to find a way into the palace. And Gale is aware that there are some secret passageways underneath the prison that lead into the palace. He's also aware that the prison was kind of used as the cult's headquarters and turned into a secret laboratory where he was tortured for months and months and months. So he seems like pretty dead set on going through the prison to deal with what's going on there and then eventually push into the palace. And by God, I hope that's what you're doing, because this is a big city, and that's what I prepped. But we'll find out.
Immediately.
Yeah. I say
know,
that's what I prepped, but if you go to like 7 other places, you'll find other things that I prepped, because I didn't know at all what you guys were going to do as you were coming in here. So I prepped 4 different entry points.
All right, cool. Let's plane shift to the hills.
Let's do it. Honestly,
Now.
I know I've said this before. The best D&D that I've ever had is when just shit flies off the handle. When you guys rolled that nat one on that ship and ended up in the elemental plane of air out of nowhere, that's good D&D. Fuck prep.
Yay!
Prep is stupid.
It is.
I helped.
And I help.
And I helped. I still
It
can't believe
wasn't
that
like
shit.
it wasn't even like anything of your fault. It was just the dice was
Yeah.
bastards.
Yeah.
That's why
It's just
D&D is a good game. It's because the dice do the work.
I still love that ship.
It's a good ship.
I-
What?
It's still
Want to go
around.
find that ship and
Yeah,
roll
I need-
on that one again?
It's here.
I need to know why it got to who it did, and I
Uh-huh.
also need to know why Philo. I mean, if Philo in this universe right now knew that that ship was still around, he's probably off trying to get it back.
I was going to say, Philo's been reawakened for a couple of months in the presence of a few clerics. He's going to be asking about that ship, and he's probably on his way there to get it right
Yeah,
now.
he has all his like guns and shit too, right?
Yeah, he's got most of his important stuff.
So yeah, he's probably already gone and taken that ship back.
Yeah, almost certainly. All right, let's do this shit. You guys are currently hovering, kind of tucked into a dark corner, trying to avoid suspicion, as there are a couple of dragons that are doing patrols, occasionally roaring and shouting, kind of barking loud orders back and forth to each other in Draconic, like, check over there, nothing over here, things like that. Basic guard shit. Because they have noticed a minor disturbance. But they haven't spotted you. You guys have been able to evade notice. And you are kind of tucked in this dark, misty area near the lower tier over here, which has a name that I've already forgotten, but Gale would know. What would you guys like to do? What's your plan?
I think we just head towards the prison, right?
Towards the prison or towards the palace?
Prison.
I'm following your lead here, wherever you think.
All right, let's. We fly.
Excellent. Back into the airship, the chicken-sized airship. You begin to drift your way over towards the prison. As you do, it's always kind of a darker region, but you can tell as you approach, being familiar with the city, Gale, it has been evacuated and darkened. There are no torches lit on any of the buildings, save the prison itself, where you can see a couple of just faint blue pinpricks of light that you would recognize. You've encountered these before. These are lanterns of revealing. You've seen them in other high-security places throughout the world, including the old Chick-fil-A embassy.
Chick-fil-A.
I had a moment there of forgetting about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Like, what?
So I just heard the old Chick-fil-A, and I at first imagined there's like an abandoned mall food court down here, Chick-fil-A in it.
Boy, they're probably, I don't know if it would be abandoned, and it's also not a mall, but there you can get food at several places. It'd be over here in the Night District, or whatever that's called. I should probably pull up my own map, since we're in here now. Let me do this. That's a good thing to have. Anyway, you can spot these lights from a couple hundred feet out, and you're so small and it is so dark that you're confident you are still well out of detection range. However, as you get closer, you can see that the prison is kind of embedded into a rock face. There are 2 points of entry that are visible to you. There is a main door on the lower floor. Actually, double check, it might be double doors. Let me pull this up. So many maps. Double doors. So there are 2 sets of doors on the ground floor. And then above it, there is a little balcony and overlook with 2 more doors kind of directly above the first. You can see that there are a pair of these lanterns of revealing that are dangling from underneath the balcony, illuminating the lower doors and also kind of reaching up onto the balcony a little bit. But then also from this distance, you can make out 4 kobolds, 2 down below, 2 up above, each standing in front of one of these doors. You can see that they are wearing dark robes and that they have these kind of outstretched and unfurled wings. They appear to be cultists, and specifically winged cultists, keeping a lookout. How would you like to approach?
Stealthily, so that we can avoid everything you've prepped.
It's an option.
I ain't super good at that sort of thing.
Well, we're in a chicken.
Well, that's a good point, I suppose.
What are they going to do? Shoot us?
Is that an actual chicken?
No, it just is the size of a chicken.
Oh, I thought this thing turns into chicken when it shrinks.
It just shrinks down and gets chicken-sized sphincters.
Those would be big sphincters.
I meant the sphincters are around the size of a chicken sphincter, not that the sphincters are the size of chickens.
Oh, right.
Well, chickens don't have sphincters, right? They have that one weird universal hole that they poop and pee out of.
The
Right.
almighty
Well, I think-
cloaca,
I feel
all
like
in
just
one.
just like
Christ.
kobolds.
I think they got some inside, though.
Everything has a squint. What?
Well, maybe.
What is it? A sphincter inside?
Why is it inside? That's weird.
Well, you have intestinal sphincters and stuff.
I'm
Alright,
just
I guess
saying-
there are multiple kind of.
Saying I'm the only person here who's ever talked to chickens. And
Lurgle starts writing a music about sphincters.
No, one of my aunts is a chicken.
on a 5 nature check, I'm pretty sure they got sphincters. I forgot we're supposed to be doing these voices.
Christ.
I mean, we don't have to. I just think it's kind of fun.
I do too.
Okay, so we have to talk higher pitched and in our accents at the same time. This is great. I hate it a lot.
Same.
It's
I
cracking.
don't know why you're doing it.
I don't know if this is possible for me to keep up all session.
You sound like some sort of mouse.
Now because of all of the, I mean, yeah, the Mickey Mouse thing, but definitely because of all of the Wizard of Oz parallels. I'm just imagining Gale talking like one of the Munchkins now.
Perfect.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
I hate it.
She died a long time ago.
Well, let's go murder the soft-spoken one.
Do those kobolds have to die?
Now, let's, are there any chicken-shaped holes in the wall?
I like that the question was not sized; it was shaped.
Shaped, yes, chicken shaped. Give me
Like, as a chicken recently just bursts through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man.
style. Yeah. Give me a perception check.
I'll take the second
Can-
on that.
Can Toto do it for me?
Sure.
Since we don't have Ace with this minimum 40 perception here.
You guys both kind of take turns with the spyglass poking out of the, what is the word for this door that we determined? The drop door or
Sphincter.
whatever. Sure. You know what? We'll stick with what's working. Looking out of the sphincter.
Is it working? No.
No, it's not. You see
Porthole.
the facade of this building is stone. It is built deep into the side of the mountain, or the cave, which is true of most of the architecture here. And the doors are these kind of big oak doors that are iron banded. They look pretty sturdy. There are no windows, there are no openings. It seems to be a very secure building, which you would know kind of tracks because it's an actual prison.
Right. God, I wish we had security like the Mushroom Kingdom right now.
What is the Mushroom Kingdom?
It's an Underdark thing.
Oh,
They're really bad at war, apparently.
You know, I have heard that. The prince is hot.
Losing track of their royalty.
Yeah, it's the strangest thing for people that are constantly fighting. It's weird.
I heard it was all just like a theater production.
That makes sense.
Popcorn.
Anyways, do we want to see if we can just solid snake this and make a distraction one way and jump out, garrote one of them, and then slip in?
Seems good enough to me. Just so I can get myself caught up here. What's inside of here is Dareth. He's here, or
It's his lab, but there's also a path that'll get us into the palace where I assume that he actually is.
Understood. What kind of distraction could we make?
Would you like something loud?
No, just something that'll draw their attention.
I can make minor illusions of things.
I can just walk up to them, tell them to go fuck themselves, and hold them off for a minute.
Well,
Like-
ideally, I want us to be able to stay in this chicken ship for as long as we can.
I guess that's a good idea.
I have an idea. Can I see them from here?
You guys are a few hundred feet away. The darkness allows you to get a little closer than you normally would be able to, especially since you're so small, without being spotted.
Okay. Well, I need to be 60 feet away for reasons.
You would know that 60 feet away is doable with a stealth check. You'd need to have a good pilot to get you over there quietly. And you would be kind of at the range where their dark vision would be starting to really kick in. They would have a decent chance of seeing you guys approach. But it's doable.
It's fine. I bet they're bad at this anyway. I could just banish them both. There's 2 of them, right?
Well, there's 4.
Oh,
Yes,
damn it.
4.
2 up above and then 2 on the ground floor.
Oh, that's what that is. I can only do 2 of them, so never mind.
Save your resources for big bad dragon.
I just want to use all of my spells again.
I could conjure up Totu again and have him draw them away.
That might not be a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Can you make him kind of vaguely look like me?
Let me read the spell real quick. He's a construct. It can be clay, metal, or stone. I usually make him look like Toto, but I could make a metal version of Gale, I reckon.
I was like, would probably be interested in capturing something that looked like me, and it's dark, so keep it in the shadows.
It's worth a shot. I think he moves pretty quick. I gotta find his stat block real quick. Find out which one of these here moves the fastest.
I think they all move the same speed, but the stone one will potentially slow things,
Oh, right. It's got that going on.
which would be potentially ideal.
Would there, I know nothing about those magic lanterns. Would they show that it wasn't actually you or something?
Yeah. If we used an actual illusion, at least.
But I guess not if we sent a real actual stone guy what looked like you. Unless they got a good enough view of him. Yeah, say the stone one. Yeah, he can use his action or reaction. When something starts to turn, he can try to slow people that are chasing him.
Yeah, I should clarify real quick because I misspoke and said lantern or revealing, which is a real D&D object. This is the same thing that you saw at the Chick-fil-A compound and elsewhere. It reveals invisible things. It also has kind of like a permanent detect magic thing going on. So you are correct. It would both reveal invisible things and it would kind of highlight illusions.
Oh. If you can have something that's vaguely kobold shaped, I can probably give it a thing that will make it at least sound like me.
Yeah, I think that might be a decent shot to get everybody at least distracted. I'll be right back really quick. Just a second.
Sure.
Well, Nordo gets Gale 2.0 prepared. I am going to take, I don't know, just a random piece of junk that I've got.
Yeah.
And I will use my terrible level 1 artificer thing that I never use. And basically just give it a voice line of, like, hey, over here.
Excellent.
Can you add like "you fuckers" or something to the end of it? That way they get mad about it.
Sure.
All right, cool. I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
It says, "Hey fuckers, over here.
Fuckers.
Guess who slept with your mom? This guy."
Perfect.
While he's working on that, I will on my little bracelet, I think it is, that has one of each of the gems on it. I will touch the Gale gem. And sort of swirling into existence with some sound of cogs turning and gears ticking. It's a little stone construct that looks like Gale, as much as I can control its appearance.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't see any reason why. I mean, it's not going to be a perfect mimicry, but it does look at least like a little mechanical kobold, and you can even give it kind of a weird, like glass red eye that looks like Gale, and you can make the outside of it yellow. It would not pass any sort of actual inspection, but in the shadows, it probably looks like him, at least as a silhouette.
Yes, I just need it to look like the silhouette of Gale from a distance with a bad look.
For sure. Importantly, do you summon inside or outside of the ship?
So if I summon it inside the ship, will it grow to like normal size when it comes out?
It will, yes.
Okay, then I think unless someone else disagrees with the strategy, I would summon him inside and then we'll send him out when the time comes.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. You watch as this construct begins to materialize. Bits of metal stapling themselves together until it kind of comes eye to eye with Gale.
Wow, this is uncanny. So. Anyways, here you go. And I'm going to give it a little just piece of junk. And anytime it taps it, it's just going to be just say a bunch of like curses and slurs at these people.
Excellent. Toto kind of sits there and like cocks his head to the side and looks back and forth between the two of you a little bit. He knows what's going on. He's intelligent, but it is an uncanny resemblance that it seems to pique his interest.
Good luck out there, Dorothy.
Is he horny for this
construct?
No, he's a construct.
Well, it's a construct too.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right, robot fuckers. I don't know. You decide. You're the players.
Does it have
You're the one that said he was looking at it curiously. I was just
Curiosity is
filling
different
the,
from horniness.
I was just filling in the blanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say not all curiosity has to be horny.
Well, does sapiens automatically come with horniness, or is it like,
No, Nomad disproves that. Other people are horny for Nomad. Nomad was never horny in his entire life.
He tried to date once, it did not work out. He tried to flirt with Elise as a test.
I remember that.
Yeah, he was like, "Can we flirt? I want to try."
You guys remember when you had Elise in the party?
I miss Elise. Elise was
I missed that.
It's terrible.
I hope Queen Elise is doing well.
All right. What's the plan? You got an hour on this construct.
I say I'll just instruct whenever everyone's ready. I assume we can probably get as close as we can without before we need to start actually sneaking.
Sure.
And then I'll just instruct Dorothy to walk out the sphincter and touch the button a bunch until he gets their attention, and then run the opposite direction of us.
All right, excellent. So presumably you'll kind of drop him off to the north, go back to the south, and wait for him to do the distraction so that they're lured north and you guys can approach from the south. Okay, yeah, dig it.
Theoretically.
What would... Okay. You guys wait, kind of listening carefully out of the sphincter. And then you hear just way off in the distance the sound of some heavy footsteps and some stones kind of trickling down into the abyss. And then you hear Gale's voice as recorded. Like, "Hey, shitheads, I slept with your moms." And you see that all four of these kobolds kind of look to each other in pairs. The two down below look at each other, the two above look at each other. The one on the lower north side gives a nod and says something in Draconic. You guys are close enough that you'd probably hear him. All right, I'm on it. And jumps into the air, begins to fly off into the darkness.
Like towards Dorothy or just away?
Towards the sound, towards Dorothy.
Dorothy runs away.
All right, heavy footsteps begin clanking away from the scene. You do see that the one that has been left behind down below steps up, leaps into the air, flaps up to the balcony. And this time, in more hushed conversation in Draconic, begins to speak with the two there. You see that one of them goes inside, and then this guy drops back down below. So now there's one left in front of the top, one left in front of the bottom, and they appear to be on kind of high alert. They're looking around, and then one has been sent inside. Dorothy, how fast is Dorothy?
Dorothy moves 30 feet around. We'll be using a dash action unless it has to use its action to activate the sound thing.
No, I think you can just touch it.
And if a creature, if the one pursuing it starts within 10 feet of it, it can have it make a wisdom save in order to have its speed halved.
Okay, excellent. That will be useful because this thing gains very quickly on it. And yes, look, there are these blue lanterns. I keep calling them lanterns of revealing. They're a little different from the vanilla one. They reveal invisible things, and then they also put up a faint outline around magical effects.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a combination of a standard lantern or lantern of revealing with a permanent detect magic.
Okay. And how far is it from the top to the bottom one?
It is about a 10-foot ceiling, which is pretty tall for a kobold building. But,
Okay.
You know, in fact, it's very tall for a kobold building. It's a pretty tall ceiling even for a regular group. Let's see. Okay, this thing does quickly catch up. Probably about 150 feet away from the entrance is where it would finally start to catch up. But then it does enter into this aura, and it needs to make a wisdom save.
Yep, DC 17.
And this sluggishness begins to kind of wash over it. It begins to kind of stumble and flail about. Even at its reduced speed, it is easily keeping up with this thing. It seems to fly at almost twice the speed of this thing normally. So even with its reduced speed, it is making chase, although it is not quite gaining on it. Does it get to repeat that at all, or is it just kind of ongoing thing?
You can't use actions, and its speed is halved until the start of its next turn, and then at which point, when it starts its turn there, it has to repeat the save if it's within 10 feet again, because that would use this reaction to make it do it again.
Okay, excellent. I go ahead and real quick give me initiative for Dorothy.
Let's see, plus 0.
Play this out real quick.
10.
All right. The first thing that happens is Dorothy sees a handful of dim lights kind of just pop into appearance around it, illuminating it, revealing its form, and also kind of revealing the pursuer, which is this kind of yellow-scaled cultist wearing the Ozydirth robes, who gets a good look at this thing, is able to see what it is. That is all it can do on its turn. It continues to pursue for a moment. What would Dorothy like to do?
So question, can I see all of this going on to give Dorothy any kind of instruction other than the original instruction that I gave her?
You would see about 200 feet away from... Actually, it'd be more than that because you were farthest out. About 300 feet away, you do see these lights kind of pop into existence, these dancing lights. And you can see the chase happening, but it is about 300 feet away from you. I don't know if you have a telepathic link to it or if it's verbal.
It says that I can issue commands verbally, no action required. If I don't issue commands, it uses its move to avoid danger, which is kind of what it's already doing.
Yeah,
the last command I gave it was like get their attention and then run away.
Okay.
If it's like if I can tell from the well, I can't talk to it verbally anyway, so I think it just keeps running. So if I can like command it to like turn around and try to kill that guy before he notices that it's not Gale, then I would do that. But I don't think I can. 'Cause I have
Yeah.
to verbally command
I
it.
think you would have to
This is gonna
shout
be
to do
weird.
it.
Can I ready an action to message it with Nordo?
Oh, you know what I'll do if that doesn't work.
Ready an action to message it with Nordo. You can definitely message it because your evolved cantrips has a longer range, right?
Yeah.
How
So
would
like,
you? How do you
can I
message it
point
with
at it?
Nordo?
Like I'll cast basically with Nordo's command or voice or whatever. I just direct it toward it.
That I think goes beyond what even the evolved message can do. Like you are the one who sends the message.
Yeah, but I'm relaying a message from Nordo to it. Will it accept it?
Um,
It's sentient, sapient. What? Clearly, it needs direction.
I'll tell you what, Nordo, you're the one who summoned this thing. You're the ones who gave it orders. If you want to, you can give me a retroactive intelligence check to have preemptively said obey all of my party members too. We'll call it. Fuck, man, DC 12. This doesn't feel like a huge stretch.
It's, hey,
Okay.
it's a -1 even.
Yes, when you guys summoned this thing, it is reasonable that Norda would have said, "Hey, obey my party members too." So sure, that's a reasonable plan.
As I see that the kobold is gaining and is going to catch up with it, and presumably is going to wise up to what's happening here, I'll ask everyone around, like, I can have it just like jump off the cliff and then I'll drop concentration so it just disappears, or I can have it turn around and try to knock that fucker out before it wises up. Which do y'all want?
Probably try and knock him out.
All right, I like knocking things out.
Hey, me too.
So yeah, I'll have it turn around and just try to fucking body this guy.
All right, Flurgle sends the message. This thing, I imagine that the lights on its eyes kind of go red. It turns around and just slams into this thing. Give me some hits.
Is this a winged kobold?
It
chasing?
is. Yes.
How close are they to a chasm, and how deep is the chasm?
You guys are kind of running along the edge. It would be. I assume that he's not running danger close to the edge, so he's probably like at least a good 15 feet away from the edge currently.
Try to decide if I want to try to murder it or try to grab it and jump off the edge with it and just hold on to it as it plummets. I think I'm going to go with that angle because I feel like this thing isn't going to be able to kill this guy. So we'll try. Let's see. It gets a number of attacks.
I mean, it's a 4 hit point kobold.
I doubt this is a 4 hit point kobold.
Better fucking be a 4 point kobold. I didn't choose to be king of a kobold nation so that everybody could be stronger than me.
You know what? It's Nordo's just going to follow Gale's advice here. Gale says knock it out. He'll knock it out.
All right, give me a hit.
It gets 2 attacks because I'm casting at 4th level. So it's okay. I command it to attack recklessly. Oops, well, I forgot to add anything, but that's definitely a miss. 11 to hit.
11 does miss.
Okay, that one's 19. I'm not getting my number lock on over here.
19 hits.
19.
Turns around, throws just a haymaker straight towards this incoming kobold. Kind of flies under it.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
The kobold kind of catches itself, does a wind break, and then there's this uppercut. 10 points does not quite knock this thing out. But it is dazed. You can practically see the stars over its eyes.
Oh, this is dope. Sorry, this has nothing to do with anything, but I don't. Did they recently add this to 5e tools where you can choose the spell level in the spell description and it like updates all the modifiers?
No,
they added that.
Wait, wait, what?
Like, there's now a drop-down menu in Summon Construct where you pick what level you cast it at, and it updates all of the like modifiers and stuff.
In the thing that I made?
No, in 5e tools.
5e tools.
5e tool. Oh.
Yeah, they did that fairly recently.
God, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's great.
It's not perfect, but
all of the summoning spells so much easier.
Yeah, the summoning spells are such a bear to navigate, like, without this.
Oh shit, that is really handy.
Yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Anyway, that's its action. I don't think it has a bonus action. It'll just it'll kind of turn around or like circle around the A path to get between it and the prison. So it like has to go past it to keep moving back.
Alright, excellent, understood. On the Apes turn, the first thing that it does is it shouts loudly in Draconic. You guys.
Actually, the first thing it does is makes a wisdom saving throw.
True. Let's see how that goes.
DC 17, cool. It can't take reactions and its movement speed is halved.
Alright, you hear loud, disorienting shouting in Draconic. Help! And then, boy, I think it just... yeah, for sure. It goes invisible.
Oh,
And yeah,
but I hate that.
the construct can hear the flapping of wings and can see dust kicked up off of the ground as this thing begins to fly back, presumably down to the south towards the jail. And you do see that the two Apaths waiting there, their wings unfurl, and although they don't leave their stations, they have their weapons at the ready. You can see that they're watching in that direction.
Okay. Does Dorothy know where it is? And obviously you can't see. Did it hide mechanically?
It did not. You can definitely tell that it is flying down to the south. It can kind of follow the wing beats.
Okay, cool. And with its movement speed halved, is it at 30?
It is at 30. Yep.
Oh, praise be. All right, Dorothy gives chase, and when it gets to it, it'll take some attacks with disadvantage. Ooh, nice, that's a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Oh, Jesus, even better.
2d20. Oh, right, yeah. Both hit. It's probably only going to take the first one. Spoilers. Yeah, easy. Both of the fists just kind of clap down on this flying thing. Finds a little bit of its invisible body, and it drops out of invisibility. The shouting goes quiet, and it collapses on the ground.
Okay, it'll pick up the body and huck it off the chasm, and then it'll touch its butt and say that it fucked their mother.
You watch as the dancing lights, after a couple of seconds, blink out behind this thing. Just the shadow of the construct illuminated in the darkness. When everything goes quiet and when the shouting stops and the wing beats stop, you watch as the two Apaths that are stationed out front, the lower one flies up to the top one, perches right next to it, and then they both go inside.
How far away are we from this?
You guys are about 100 feet or 150 feet south of the prison as this is happening.
Gotcha. Hey, look! No more guards.
Yeah, I don't know as we quite accomplished what we meant to there, but they went inside at least. Y'all want me to try to keep drawing them out with her? With him?
Nah, dragons are coming now.
That's a good point. Dragons are probably coming.
The guards went inside when they are telling people, I think.
Yeah.
We should go inside.
I think we should. But
I've got a bit of sunk cost fallacy going on right now where I know that did the opposite of what we intended it to do, but I want to lean into it.
right, I don't think that this is a problem, but I have a way. The issue is that I have a way to get all of y'all inside, but I can't also get myself inside.
What? Why?
Because I'm the only one that can drive this ship.
Oh.
I can get a hole. If you just need a chicken-sized hole in the wall, I can make a chicken-sized hole in the wall. I'm a siege weapon.
I wasn't gonna go for a chicken-sized hole.
I can send Dorothy to go tear a chicken-sized hole in the wall.
How did they go inside?
There's a door.
Yeah,
Can
they
we
just
go in?
open the door. There's 4 doors.
Can we just go in through the door?
We can. It's just that there's going to be an ambush waiting for us now.
Do you want me to send Dorothy in front of us to see what the situation is?
Yeah.
Take the first bit of heat.
Sure.
All right.
I can send a friend with Dorothy. It's for free.
Friends of Dorothy. It's a joke. It's a gay
Ayo.
joke. It's a funny gay joke about the Navy.
I heard about that once.
Why didn't I prep this spell? Son of a bitch. The one time I didn't prep this spell. It's fine.
20 or
Look.
30 seconds pass. A bell starts to ring loudly, loud enough to be
boy.
heard through the city.
Time's
That's
up.
probably
Let's
a
go.
good sign, isn't it?
That's great.
All right. So do we sneak up in the chicken while Dorothy busts down a door, or do we even bother sneaking?
I think you guys.
Balcony has doors as well?
Yeah. 2 of them went in there.
I guess just decide which way we want to go in from.
For getting out, I might go up to the top. I don't think they know if we can fly outside this, maybe. I don't know. Although I
Is there
guess we could just fly up there and then drop someone off. So it might not be very surprising.
How high is the balcony, and does it look like there's anything that Dorothy could climb?
It is only 10 feet up. I say only. That's very tall for a kobold, but, you know, the rest of you guys are medium, so a 10-foot ceiling is pretty standard. In theory, with a really good running start, you could kind of do a wall jump up there. You might even just be able to do a running high jump and grab onto it and pull yourself up.
Cool.
You know, it's 10 feet. That's pretty tall, but it's doable.
She'll give it a shot. She's got a +8, or she's got a +4 strength.
Sit. Give me an athletics check. Let me go pull up the jump calc to see how close that is. Plenty, yeah. With a running start, you watch as this construct. Well, it's small. It was made to look like Gale. Hang on.
That is true. It's also made of solid stone,
It
which
is
I assume
solid
sort
stone.
of hampers its jumping.
7 feet. Okay, yes. With a running start, it is not graceful. It is not elegant. This thing kind of has to run up at a weird angle. It kicks and claws up the brick facing of the stone facade of this building, grabs onto the balcony, and hoists itself up and kind of pulls itself over. It's a bit of a process. It is not quiet, but it does pull itself onto the balcony.
Excellent.
You hear this gong, almost like a church bell, ringing every couple seconds or so. And from up above you near the palace, maybe, I don't know, 1,000 feet away, you do hear the roar of those dragons that were on alert before, having returned to their stations, and heavy wing beats. Still a good ways off, but alerted by this bell.
Why don't we just pull out and try again in a few days?
I kind of agree.
Yeah.
But
Not in a
but
hurry,
also-
are we?
Not. I mean, it's just the suffering of my people.
I mean, they're not going to get any more enslaved.
I mean, well, let's not.
He just points at the one over the cliff. Look what we did!
He has wings. He'll be okay.
It's
maybe.
unconscious! It's thrown on a cliff!
All right. Well, do you guys want to get out and just storm the place?
Let's say when we let Dorothy bust open a door and see what it looks like first, and then
Yeah.
Sure.
No ambush.
All right, using the word.
did we want to get a little closer before she does it so we can see what happens in there?
Sure.
All right. Notably, you're about 150 feet south. This thing moves on a good day 10 feet per round. And I'll let you
Right,
double it with
forgot about that.
So 20 feet with a check, potentially.
I'm just gonna twist us so that we're at a decent angle, and I'll use a spyglass.
Okay, excellent. Give me a perception check, and I guess give me an attack roll, or a pair of attack rolls to bust down this door. Do you tell it to bust it down, or do you tell it to open the door?
I tell it to open it, and if it's locked,
Okay,
then bust
cool.
it down.
All right, excellent. That's a good check. You guys watch as Dorothy kind of gets into a ready stance and real quick grabs the door handle, turns, flings it open, getting ready to do kind of a breach. 26 is enough to get a decent glimpse inside at what happens. An ambush is the correct word for what happens. What you see are something in the ballpark of 60 or 70 kobolds that have all taken up stations behind desks that have been overturned. Some of them have crossbows. A few of them have rifles. Some of them are casting magic. You do see that at the very back of 26, there is one kind of tall, gangly, black-scaled Abishai that is joining this. And you can tell that there are flashes of magic from deeper in as well. We can play this out if you want, or we can just assume that Dorothy dies in the first round. It's kind of up to you. They are only kobolds, so like I don't know how much health Dorothy has.
Dorothy's got 40 hit points. I don't know that we
I
really
believe in her.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what
try
happens.
it.
Give me an initiative roll.
She's got 40 hit points and pretty good AC, if I recall.
All
I
right.
want
Yeah,
to see
AC
her look
17
this
's
first
not
round
bad.
and then press the button again that says I fucked your mother.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if nothing else, she has to do that, right?
That's good.
It's pretty good initiative too.
Here we go. Okay, let's. Didn't have the thing open. Shit.
Really quick sidebar: has it been more than 10 minutes since we like approached the gate in from Waterworks?
I think so. Even in just conversation and planning, it's been more than 10
Okay,
minutes.
then if Nordo can like take a turn at some point in this too, just to do the where is it? The D4 thing for everybody.
Okay, excellent.
Unity. Before we breach when we catch up.
Yay!
There it is. And that'll be on. I think every player present right now. Yeah, everyone here.
Excellent. Should we all roll?
For the time being, unless you guys are planning on, well, if you have ways to fire in there from the ship, I suppose you could. I guess it depends on what your plans are.
Do I know the path that I need to take in there?
You would know that the secret tunnel is in the prisons. It is in one of the cells that is disguised to look like a normal holding cell, which means you would need to make your way to the back of this like lobby area and take a spiral staircase down about 3 floors.
Cool. Can you guys take care of the dragony dude?
Like
I
the
don't know.
The one
dragon or
No,
One in the back?
the one in the back.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
no
I think
problem.
so.
Where are we?
Cool. I can.
What's our location?
You guys are now about 130 feet south of the entrance there, which I think is still a little bit off the map.
So can we see this?
Yeah,
Gale
good spyglass.
Yeah,
You want me to go in there and rough up the gangly-looking guy? What's about to cast a bunch of magic specifically, huh?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
I can deal with the kobolds.
Feel free to throw yourselves on the map and roll initiative if you are planning to hop out and make some moves.
So there's a chance that I might, so I'm going to pull myself up.
Sure.
Everybody add a D4 to initiative, and Gale add a D8.
I had some cocaine still that lasted, what, 8 hours? 24 hours?
Also, I don't know if this is cheese, especially since I already rolled Dorothy's initiative, but she technically acts on my initiative. Do I just keep acting on 18? I really don't care.
We'll just keep it on 19 since we're
Just because I get massive buffs to my initiative, so it's kind of cheese.
On that note, though, I recently reread. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I'll tell you a thing later.
How suspicious.
I reread a spell recently, and it works differently than I thought it did, and it was interesting, and that's all I can say.
Fashionable kobold knight.
All right. The first 3 to act are Nordo, Gale, and Moat. Do any of you do anything in the ship? Or you okay?
This fucking thing lagged and I couldn't click anything.
Gotcha.
Damn it!
I'm a 12.
Let's do some rollies here, Gale. I think you got me.
Wait, I can't see. Oh, there. 20, 21?
You probably want me to go first, anyways. So.
Yeah,
So
I'll
that
delay
works
for.
nicely.
Oh my god, I'll delay for after. Gale.
All right, excellent. Gale, Nordo, Flick, and Moat all kind of act before anything happens at the prison. Do you actually do anything, or you hold actions? What do you want to do?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do this in order. Gale first. What do you do?
Okay. Uh, I expand the ship,
Okay,
fly
excellent,
forward,
excellent.
and I'm going to reach the tentacles into the door and try and grab and scoop as many of the kobolds to the sides of the walls as I can, and just kind of pin them there.
I love it. I love it.
My new initiative is 22.
Gotcha. I'll reset. Okay, I dig it. Let's see. You're 130 feet away at full size. We'll say it moves pretty fast. It probably moves like 80, and then the reach of the tentacles it's like 30.
So the tentacles could reach 35 feet was the last thing.
Okay. You know what? I like it. You guys have the jump on them. You're able to pilot it up and get close enough that you can get like some of these front groups. I guess this would be a piloting check. Give me a dexterity piloting check to safely pin groups of these coked out kobolds against the wall without crushing their bones, presumably.
Add a D4 to it.
It is worth noting, as the ship enlarges and as all you guys get much closer, about 50 feet away from the entrance here, which means I can actually like put you on the map now. You're probably right about there, roughly. Looking into the balcony, you can see that there are some cultists in here. The majority of these kobolds, just kobolds, they are clearly like brainwashed, but they are not cultists. Most of them are not cultists.
There was a nat 1 for an 18.
Oh boy.
It's pretty good for one.
I will give you a choice here. What is a higher priority? Not accidentally killing these mind-controlled kobolds or pinning them?
Oh, that feels like the same thing.
Would you rather err on the side of caution or on the side of getting them pinned?
I definitely don't want to like slam them into the wall and like explode their bones. So probably keeping them safe and just corralled away from us, essentially.
Excellent. We'll say that the lower group over here is kind of able to just like duck and dodge and weave around all these tentacles with barely any trouble at all, mostly unimpeded. Up top, this tentacle manages to kind of like corral this group up north. It doesn't seem like a firm hold. It doesn't even really feel like they're grappled so much as it's just kind of like a bit of cover and difficult terrain for them. But they're at least kind of shoved into this corner here. Yeah, that sounds about right on that one. All right, excellent. Anything else?
I would assume that's all I got.
All right, Nordo.
Cool. All right. First, I'd like to just mention the delightful mental image of Dorothy busting open one of these doors, pushing a button that says that he fucked all their mothers in Gale's voice, and then the flood of tentacles going through the door behind him.
Pretty good.
Okay, is my current position on the map actually where I am relative to the doors?
Let me double check. It should be about 50 feet. Yeah, that's about right.
And where am I at, like, height? Here's my question.
Yeah.
Can I just, like, run out the deck of the ship and
Yes.
jump onto the balcony, or is there going to be a problem?
Yeah, it's like a 20-foot jump, maybe. Or, well, it's a 30-foot jump, 25, 30. You're a monk. You can probably do it.
I guess what I mean is, like, because the tentacles extend to those doors,
Oh, I
can
love
run
it.
along
I
the
love
tentacles.
it. Yes,
I'm
you can
a
do
monk.
Yeah, you can do monk shit for sure.
Cool.
Just because it's more fun to make you roll for it. Give me an acrobatics check.
Cool. Can I do athletics?
Sure.
That's good, because I'm awful at acrobatics.
Show me those monk skills. Yeah. Easy peasy. It's you maintain your footing just fine. You do some ninja warrior shit, and you're able to just kind of run across over to the balcony here.
Outstanding. Let's see, how far is this? That's so far.
Did we have time to do some prep before we started all this?
Boy, I've been a little lenient on retroactive stuff. Let Norda finish his turn, and then we'll
Sure.
come back to it.
I'm gonna immediately hit you with a retro question because I did
Sure.
have the one turn to do the We Are Union. Could I have also used that turn to like get to the front door just to be like here
Yeah, you
instead
guys.
of back where I am?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Just trying to save myself a little bit of movement distance here.
Yeah, you guys can position yourself anywhere on the bridge here that you want.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, cool.
In that case, I will do running along the tentacles, 45 feet to get here. Up with my dear friend Dorothy, who has kicked this door open for me.
How does this balcony work?
Is this space occupied by kobolds? Can I stand here?
I mean, kind of, but they're small enough that you can kind of just push into them. It's a crowd.
Okay, cool. I'll kind of push my way past Dorothy into the door. That's my movement. For my action, as I burst in through the door, past the tentacles, past Dorothy, I will let out a bear's roar. Even though it's not necessary right now, I see Oonga Boonga eyes. A big spectral crimson bear appears over him. And sorry, I need you to make like 500 saving throws.
You let out this horrifying roar. You watch around to watch all of these tiny creatures cower at your impressive might. And what you find are glassy eyes that stare back at you completely unfazed.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well, that's deeply problematic.
Let me double check to make sure that there is nothing. What about these guys? What's the range on this? 30 feet?
30 feet. Says my next question is, it does appear to be effect of the poison that these guys are under, and if so, can I tell that like all of these people are poisoned?
Looking around, yeah, you get a good... you can see that there are 60 sets of eyes that are all just staring wide at you. You know the crazy woman at the grocery store who just never blinks ever, and her eyes are always fully open for some reason?
I actually don't, but okay.
No?
I think that's specifically a Kroger overnight shift specific to you story.
It might be. I thought this was an archetype. I thought this was a thing everybody encountered. Okay.
I don't think it is.
It's just
Wow.
one lady at the marsh in Morrisville back in 1997.
No, I've met like multiple people like this. Okay, well, then let me paint you a picture of a person who could live their life without eyelids, apparently. Their eyes are fully open, fully dilated, and they just stare unblinkingly directly towards you. The only exceptions to that are the cultists, which appears to be this winged one here. There's a couple that are like poking out of the door over here. And then this Abishai in the back, who does flinch at your roar, but seems to shake it off pretty quickly.
Okay.
It appears that everyone here with a green bubble is under the effects of the intoxicant, and for what it's worth, the cultists probably are too. They just are a little bit more adept at like thinking while they're under it. They're not
Makes sense.
fighting it as much.
Unless for the purpose of this fear, which is the purpose of like Nordo's decision making about whose skulls to smash and who's not to. It does appear that the cultists, the apaths, and the sorcerers are also under the effect of this poison. Can I
It
tell?
does.
Okay.
It would be. Oh boy! I mean, give me medicine. Well,
So I've
give me
got
a
really
medicine
good.
check.
My passive medicine's 21.
Yeah, give me a medicine check. That seems reasonable. Um, 18. Yes, you can see that they have bizarre dilation in their eyes, just like the others. And you can't really imagine a way that they would avoid being intoxicated by all of it. It is literally in the air, in the water, and in the food. It just seems that they are kind of more accepting of it, and that it goes less against what they would do anyway. So they're just behaving a little more naturally.
Okay, cool. Understood. Sorry for bogging everything down. That
You're
was
good.
my action and my movement. I'm a monk. I would like to use my bonus action. Well, do I want to be a monk right now, or do I want to be a barbarian right now? I think I better be a barbarian so I don't die. I will use my bonus action to rage.
Good call. All right, that brings us to Flick.
Okay. So wait, are we down here or are we up here?
You guys are... The deck of the ship is about on line with the balcony over here. You can
Oh,
also
okay.
drop down 10 feet to the ground and go through the ground floor if you want it.
So these sorry to piggyback off that. These two maps are different levels, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
This is the upper level up here, and this is the ground level up here. Still unrevealed, but there are two doors over here that you could potentially go through to get to the ground floor.
Cool. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
You're good.
You're good. Let's see what's in this bottom door, I guess. Just jump down to here. Try to open the door.
All right. The door opens just fine, and you find a whole bunch more kobolds that all
Oh, boy.
snap their eyes over to you and begin to ready weapons. You can see that they kind of are crowded in this entryway that leads through to a hallway, to a narrow hallway that goes further into the building.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
It's low.
Okay, gotcha.
10.
All right, cool, cool.
Oh shit, hi. God, let's see if I remember how to do this. I think I do. I think I do remember how to do this.
So to be clear, are you hacking and slashing into kobolds right now?
Oh wait, no, we just shouldn't do that. Forgot. Gale wants them not dead.
I mean, you guys
They,
do whatever
they
you
are just
want.
innocent people. I mean,
But yeah.
Right. Mind control's annoying. Okay. How do I go about not killing these guys non-lethally? That doesn't make sense. I can't knock them out with
Okay, can I
Eldritch
back
Blast.
up really quick? I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Oops. Sorry, I think I stepped right on top of you as my internet was lagging.
Oh, go ahead, you're fine.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
thinking about what I want to do anyway.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna. If it's okay, instead of raging, I forgot I was concentrating on a spell, so I'm just gonna use a patient defense instead of
Okay,
raging.
gotcha. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Can I close the door again?
Yeah, sure. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Why not?
Then I'd like to do this.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you cast the spell and you watch as the door, there's the sound of iron on iron as it just seems to freeze in space and time.
If you need in that door, you can say the same thing we do when Nordo does his thing and it'll open up. But only say door instead of eyes.
Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
Oh yeah, you don't know that.
anything else?
It's movement, action. Nah, I'm good.
Alright, excellent. You
Wait
do
here.
see that as the door is affected by the spell, that a faint shimmer of blue kind of begins to sheen off of its surface, illuminated by the lantern over your shoulder. And that brings us to Flurgle.
My goodness. So many complications here. Can he hop off onto the balcony?
It is a 30-foot jump. You can either try to jump it, you can try to walk across the tentacle, or if you have another plan, you could do that.
Oh, I can walk across tentacle.
Excellent. It will be an acrobatics check.
Okay. Let's see, I move 35 feet. Can I make it to the balcony like that?
If you were standing at the edge, I think that would get you just to the balcony. It'd get you to the wall, yeah, to one of the doors if you make it successfully.
Sure.
21 is very good. You just like
Kind of skates.
okay, yeah. I just can't get the mental image of Kermit footsteps out of my head.
It's probably accurate though. Plop, 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 plop.
Yeah.
His arms flailing the entire time. Oh, there's so many brothers and sisters here.
Yeah.
Don't want to kill any of you.
But you're able to kind of just nimbly run across over to the door.
Which door? This one here? Or this one
basically
here?
right there at the balcony, yeah.
Oh,
Or you could have done the northern one if you wanted.
the bad one is that big black one, yes?
The worst one, at least.
Okay. Just clasp his hand together. Dear Nomad, can you make the situation slightly better? Polymorphs it.
Excellent. Oh fuck, I don't think this thing... Oh shit, it does not have a thing for that. No! Does that magic
Crispy.
resistance? It does, thank Christ. 24.
Damn. 24 succeeds.
You watch as parts of its arm begin to morph into whatever you were going to change it to. But it is able to just kind of sit there and flex it off. Its eyes scrunch up and it is able to shrug off the magic.
Yeah, Nomad just says in his head, "Don't use saves, my son. It never works." That's fine.
Which one of his tenets is that?
Never use saving throws.
Never use saving throws.
And then like he's just gonna. Oh boy, there's a lot of kobolds here. Fast hands, poison, Nordo's axe.
Okay, I like it. Excellent. You kind of catch him in a backswing while he's doing his patient defense, and just start smearing goo all over the blade. God. Christ. Alright, move.
All right. Can me and my mount squeeze the door with the tentacles in the doorway?
These are large government buildings. They are double doors. Yes. A normal kobold building, no. A double door government building, yes. But it is definitely squeezing still.
Okay. Well, my mount will dash for its action, so I have 120 feet. I will get up here if I can.
Yeah, easily. That's about 35 feet.
Boy. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, and now I'm less sure. Okay, here's what I do. If I can get there with 35 feet instead of my mount is going to dodge, I'll still end there. I get through the doors and I see a fuckload of kobolds who look like they want to hurt us, and I hold my, just point a finger out to the center point of the room, and I'm going to cast a spell.
Counterspell.
Damn it. Countered.
Double checking. Counterspell might actually be a thing, but I don't know if they have line of sight. Never mind, they don't have it. Just kidding. Carry on.
It shouldn't be that bad. I'm just hoping to buy us some defense in time. So I point to the middle of the room and I cast a daylight and hope we get everything in here disadvantage.
Hey.
Good shit.
God.
Their weakness.
Oh my god, what's your DC?
My DC is... Where do I get daylight from? Is that a paladin spell? Oh, it'll be the same.
Says
blade.
paladin, yeah.
19.
I don't think they can save. Double checking.
Is there even a save for this? It just
As
is.
they
It
were
is
not-
bright light.
it's-
Oh yeah, you're right. It is just bright light. Okay, excellent. You watch as, like a wave, everything recoils away from this. They are just like, it's like having the sun suddenly just shined right in their eyes, because literally that's what it is. Especially disorienting for kobold. You do also see that the Abishai at the back shirks away from that. It doesn't hurt him, but it certainly seems to disorient him almost as much as the kobolds. Let's see, that's a 60-foot radius. Fuck me.
It's just everywhere.
Okay, yeah, it's just everywhere. I'm just going to remember that it's everywhere.
And then
Or just start screaming.
Gale does too.
Yeah.
I have no eyelids! I can't close them!
Forgot.
I have
Cool,
only
it's
managed to
don't
hurt
have
our party with
eyelids.
daylight. This time it's on a point though, so it won't keep going with us at least.
He's not weak against daylight or anything, it's just he can't...
Yeah, and thankfully there's no windows in this building, so it's just like these laser beams pouring out of the two open doors at this point.
I think that might be it. I don't want to sink a ton of resources into this, so that's action. I don't really have a good bonus that I can do. And movement.
All right,
I think I'm good.
excellent. Let's see, kobold sorcerers, which again, mind controlled, not cultists. We got 2 up here. They have no way to deal with this fucking daylight. I mean, yeah, I think they just have to fucking deal. They both have line of sight to Nordo. You're gonna have cover from one of them, and they are all firing at disadvantage. So let's fucking go. They just do their ambush. All of these are at disadvantage the first round. Also, you have +2 from cover. So here we go. All miss. 5, 11, 7. Second set, no cover. 21
21
might hit,
hits.
yeah. There's one lucky errant shot that kind of whips you for 7 points of fire damage from up north.
That's on whom?
On Nordo.
Oh.
And then they are gonna shuffle out of that fucking daylight.
I got to do a concentration check.
That brings us to the A-paths.
Oh no! Oh, I got a D4. Thank God.
Good luck.
Oh,
Oh,
I
hell
want to
yes.
Die.
Hell yes. What drops?
Oh no.
By Dorothy.
Oh, Dorothy. That's a big concentration. What a hero that sorcerer is.
What a real bastard.
14 row.
An absolute legend.
It's okay.
Could've raged after all.
She killed one innocent person, so she's put in her work.
True.
Notably, that cultist she killed was definitely not innocent. That was in cult robes for sure.
Okay, those were calling cult robes. That's fine then.
Yeah, to clarify, the winged ones, the Apaths, are cultists, and then the Abishai is a cultist. Everyone else is mind controlled.
Okay. So
But
as long as these don't die.
To be super clear, the cultists are still like poisoned, right? Like they're still mind
Yeah,
controlled.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. They just
they
seem
were
to have
willingly.
undergone this willingly.
Right.
Understood.
Right, they've been huffing this for years. They built up an immunity to bullets by shooting themselves in the leg every week.
Science.
It's just science. I think that they would like to shoot you in the leg with bullets, actually. They only have O.Y on them, but let's go. I think they have to see you. Oh, no, they don't. Okay, perfect. Fucking sick. These Apaths come running out screaming, and as they do, they just smash these vials of this kind of noxious yellow liquid down on the ground around them. I need a wisdom saving throw from Moat, Flurgle, and Nordo. If you're immune to poison, you're immune to this.
I'm immune.
Is this a charm or is it actually poison?
It is a charm, so I think you're also immune to that.
Just advantage, not immune.
Gotcha.
11.
Moat saves. Nordo is unaffected by toxins. Flurgle on an 11.
D4 can't even save you.
You begin to feel this just seeping pleasant sensation. You begin to see mental images of this friendly green dragon who just wants to protect you and help you. And it encourages you to be as strong as you can be. I can teach you how to use this power. You are charmed.
To whom?
You'll find out.
Cool.
Then,
We have a banner that makes us immune to charm.
brings us to the Abishai. Is it
Ace
active?
has that banner, which means nobody has that banner.
Oh. Can I have the banner then?
No.
He's a dragon right now.
I think Ace is still a dragon. Yeah. We'll say that for the time being, he is drawing away the dragons that
dragon
we're
bits.
reinforcing.
Oh yeah, he's currently a kobold as we left him, a winged one.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Either way, we'll
He
say
can
that he.
be a dragon and drawing away the others.
Yeah, we'll say that he, in his kobold form, is running interference right now to make sure that the reinforcements
But
take longer to
also,
get here.
he's shitting himself the entire time.
Right, of course, he's doing
This
both.
is precedent.
It is precedent. This thing is fucked up because of the light and wants to make it go away. It can't, though. I don't think it has anything strong enough to override daylight. It sure doesn't. So it's just going to do what it can. It is going to run into the fray towards the last thing that it saw. And with disadvantage is going to take some swings on Nordo.
Not to tell you your business or anything, but a bowl is something strong enough to overcome daylight.
I don't think this thing is good at Arcana. It's not good at Arcana.
It's totally fine. 18's both hit.
Excellent. 6 points of piercing and necrotic. 7 total, and then 5 from the next one. 12 total points from both of those attacks. And then once it is able to kind of line up a couple of hits, it just takes a bite at your illuminated silhouette. That one misses for sure. That is it for it.
I think I have a thing here. Hold on. Got new abilities, and I don't know what any of them do. Never mind, carry on.
There's a question in my mind. Whether Abishai are dragons, or if they're demons.
Raw or devils.
Oh, they're probably immune
Normally.
to poison, so that thing I did is just useless. Oh, look at that guy, he's fashionable.
You do see that from the back, these two kobolds, much bigger than their peers, which puts them at, like, I don't know, 4 feet instead of 2 feet, decked out in heavy plate armor, begin to kind of advance with this, like, unified military technique, spears at the ready. They both dodge. They are not going to charge in too headstrong. That brings us to Vasu.
Real quick. Nordo doesn't know, but somebody in the party might. In this world, are Abishai like devils, demons? Are they associated with the hells, or are they just dragon creatures in this world?
Someone could give me... Boy, what would this even be? Religion feels appropriate. Sure, yeah, give me some religion.
Just because of the possible, like, Pale Knight associations.
Yeah.
At 26.
Moat would know that they are... they're a difficult... They're a weird subject. The closest thing in what you've been taught is that they're kind of like the arcane version of an angel for dragons. It's weird. But yes, they are technically fiends, and they will react to magic as if they were fiends. Flurgle has a little bit more insight on it. He would know that they are technically... they are spawned like daemons from the Weave. They have been around for a very, very long time, since dragons were essentially birthed from the Weave, at least according to them. And that they typically reside in the Hells. They are self-made daemons, as opposed to ones that were kind of created by a god or given uplifted enlightenment by a god. They are little motes of sympathetic energy that have been given form by dragons.
So dragons turn them into Abishai?
Yes, dragons formed daemons and then shaped them into Abishai, gave them mortal form using arcane magic.
Okay,
but
so they're
because
not
they,
self-shaped.
but because they are formed from daemons, they behave very much like spirits would, like angels would, like demons would. They react like a fiend would to most magic.
Okay. This gets related through telepathic bond.
Yeah. Vasu.
Can I play now?
Absolutely, please do.
I assume I'm not entirely sure how this map is laid out, but I hope that I can get to the Abishai with 120.
Absolutely, for sure.
Okay. So yeah, I come screaming into this room. If it matters, I think the dash also.
That's a wall.
Well, there's a door somewhere in there that I can come through.
Yeah, you could whip around the north side with 120 feet.
Yeah.
It would trigger it would trigger about 11 opportunity attacks, but...
They're like baby attacks, though.
Yeah. All of them will also be made at disadvantage.
Alright, excellent. Let's see how that goes.
This is my big dashing.
I don't think any of them hit.
Is an 18 there?
Nah, he says he's like 22 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah, those all
It's 23.
very miss.
It says I'm not affected by gases, vapors, or fire I pass through. I don't know if that like dissipates them at all too.
Yeah,
I don't think poison's really affecting anything.
It also was kind of a momentaneous thing anyway, but that definitely disperses it.
It also says you create a momentary burst of high-speed wind, 20 miles per hour, in a 5 feet diameter line along my path. Is that enough to like jostle some kobolds along the way?
I mean, a little bit. It's not enough to like knock any of them prone or anything, but they do have to kind of like get shoved aside momentarily to let you through.
Okay. Anywho, I dashed up to the Abishai, which means this attack's at advantage.
30.
30 is a solid hit. 16 points.
He gets a stack of the solar flare, takes an extra 7 radiant. Oh yeah, we'll make all the fire radiant for now too.
Excellent.
It seems to be not effective.
No, it seems to be quite effective. He
I
does
was
not
hoping.
like light at all.
Good. Then I'm going to pull the chain off my waist and hit him with one of these.
19 is also good for another 19 points and another stat.
Sweet.
That's with the
Oh, just kidding. Right, with the
different
chain.
stack. So, yeah, the 2d6 is built in there.
Excellent.
And that's lightning, right?
Yep. And all that other shit, all that other fun shit will happen at the start of its next turn. Let's see. I dashed up, did my 2 hits, and then I'll just kick it. Bonus action kick.
Woo! Big old kick. That is... you know what? Give me a coin flip. Give me a D2. On a 2, you kill it.
Oh, yeah.
He begins to reel back. There's blood trickling out of his nose, but he is just able to shake it off, and picks his weapon back up and looks like he's still standing.
Does he want to be, though?
He does want to be. He's got 1 hit point.
Oh, 1 hit point.
1 hit point. He wants to hit something.
It's fine.
Do you have a reaction thing you can use to just trigger the thing?
I mean, he's going to take some lightning damage at the start of his turn anyway. He's fine.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to get zapped.
Oh yeah, he's gonna zap. Alright, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, the party time begins. All of these mind-controlled kobolds rush forward and begin to get to work. It's a clusterfuck.
Ah, there's so many.
Yeah, this is, should be fun. The first set are all going to be disadvantaged because they have to go through this, tentacle that Gale has kind of pinned them with. So these are all on moat with disadvantage. They're also disadvantaged come as light. Yeah, that's right. Everything is fucked. 20, I think, is the best one there.
Yeah, none of that hits.
Alright, next set of 10, also on moat. Oh my god, one of them crit.
What a hero.
Double crit.
What a legend for 8 points of piercing damage.
It's all over.
It's all ogre now. The next set of 10 is on Vasu. We got a 19, which I think still misses.
Yeah.
And then the last 20 are on Nordo.
Those
Bunch
all
of misses.
miss. And I think
19?
the 19 will hit.
19 for 6 there. Down below, Flick. Where did Flick actually end up?
I think he's still down there.
Yeah, okay, there he is. I was going to say, I think he was right outside the door. Flick, you hear banging and jostling on that door as a bunch of kobolds begin to try to push their way out. And they just can't get through the immovable door. They're not strong enough to even get close. And then you hear the click of a latch as the southern door opens, and 20 kobolds pour out.
Hello.
They begin to form kind of this arc, like a firing squad around you, and pull out these tiny little adorable hand crossbows.
Oh, that's cute.
And fire.
Okay. What are we looking
I don't
for
think
here?
that these have disadvantage for any reason.
And my AC is considerably lower now.
So 20.
Hit, miss. There's the 18's hit.
Okay, so your AC is 18, so we got 11. We got 15 total from the first 10. And only 3 from the second round.
They got through the temp HP that I had.
Yeah, just a bunch of these tiny little prickly crossbow bolts begin to whiz past you. A bunch of them kind of sail around you, but a couple of them do stick in. A couple in your shoulder. One of them manages to catch you like right in the cheekbone. It only goes in like a quarter of an inch, but it stings. But then from back up top, there is a pair of much louder cracking noises as a couple of gunshots are fired into the horde here. Moat was the one that made light, so I think they're going to try to take Moat out. They do have disadvantage because of the light. Both missed. And that brings us back to Gale at the top.
Well, let's see if I can do a better job this time. I'm just put in the rest of the tentacles and try and just scoop people to the side.
Just kind of pour them out. Excellent.
Yeah.
Alright, give me that dexterity vehicles check.
27.
27 is very good. I'll say that you're able to kind of get the ship just a bit closer so that you have a little bit more control. And you're able to wrap up. 27 will... Here, we'll do this. Oh yeah, you're able to grab just a couple of big old clumps of these kobolds. And kind of just pull them out and set them down. Well, what do you do with them? Do you keep them, like, grappled? Do you put them down on the ground floor with Flick? Where do you put them? Or do you just
Like,
pin them against the wall?
Ideally, I'm just trying to, like, pin them against the wall and kind of, like... I assume these tentacles are fairly large, so I'm just trying to, like, essentially just kind of, like, block them off, and then I'm just going to park this thing and, like... I'll free them later.
Alright, excellent. So we'll just say that these 10 are kind of just smushed up against the wall here so tight that they're effectively out of the fight until they manage to struggle free or release them. Down below, you're able to get this group as well. Alright, anything else?
Yeah, Toto's going to jump out. And he's gonna go give Flick some assistance.
Cool.
So he's gonna come over here and he's gonna just kind of knock somebody down.
Excellent. Give me athletic. Easy peasy.
He's not going to be quite that gentle, but he's not trying to kill them.
Okay, I gotcha. Oh yeah, plenty. He's able to just kind of like smack one against the temple and he drops unconscious.
Karate chop with a paw.
Alright, anything else?
Nah, he's just going to hang out there.
Alright, Norda.
Okay. So I know that if I conk a motherfucker on the head with my axe, I can do it non-lethally, just knock him unconscious.
Yeah.
If I were to, say, magically cause a small earthquake in the vicinity around me, knocking people over and dealing some small damage to them, could I make that non-lethal, or is that...
Boy, an earthquake feels hard to direct with enough finesse to do it non-lethally. Like, the damage from that, I assume, is from, like, falling debris and stuff?
It's technically they fall prone and take a little bit of bludgeoning damage, so I view
fall
it as,
a
like,
little.
sort of, like, opening up the ground underneath them and causing them to tumble into it.
I gotcha. I would let you put it up to a spellcasting check, and on a failure, unless it is a, like, critical failure, I would let you choose between accidentally killing them or just not doing anything.
Okay, excellent. And am I going to take 800 million opportunity attacks if I go to this space?
You are going to take at least one from the Apath and one from the Abishai.
Okay.
The others would not.
All right. Cool. I will... Yeah, I'll do it. I'll just walk. Oh, okay, we're already doing it. Cool.
Gotcha.
That works out fine. All right, 8 points of damage. The first one missed. Excellent. Sonora kind of tumbles past a bunch of these kobolds that are all sort of nipping at his ankles. And as he gets past them, he will just sort of slam his fist down into the ground over here. And I will cast at 2nd level. This here. I'll add another d6 of damage, thank God.
I was going to say that damage might not even be a problem.
Now it might not still.
Actually, it still might not be a problem. Yeah, actually, I'm not even going to require a spellcasting check because that, very conveniently, doesn't even threaten to kill them. Let's see how they do on their saves, though.
That is just really terrible.
That is. Okay, so.
Every single one of them take that damage. It's a good thing. Oh, damn.
You watch as all of these mind-controlled kobolds just begin to almost kind of crumple. There's just this stampede effect of heads being bonked around, weapons falling around in places. None of them are killed by it. Let's see how the Abishai and the Apath do.
Abishai might just die. It has 1 HP.
The Abishai does just die. I like to think that the wall in that area just kind of collapses on top of him and a brick hits him right in the center of the temple.
I do too. And that's just enough for me to wallow in his sweet, delicious blood. Okay. Well, that didn't do what I expected it to do. That's my action. Sorry.
You're good.
Alright, in that case, he will take a step to here. And a bonus action. Balls, I can't flurry of blows because I didn't take the attack action. I will just do another bonus action, patient defense, one more time.
Alright, excellent. With that, Flurgle will be up next, but I'm going to go grab my food real quick. I'll be right back.
Sure.
If you want to save your key, everything in here is disadvantage anyway.
That's a really good point. Let's save our key.
We'll save
we're
big guy.
We're not doing anything important after this.
Yeah, but we might be killing Azadirath after this, and I would like to use a lot of key on that.
That's a really nice name. We shouldn't fight him.
How dare you say that?
I don't know, it just seems like such a nice guy. Friendly dragon going to make me stronger.
Uh-oh. I think he's got the donut nut in his blood.
Oh no, good thing we kept some of those antidotes.
You have antidotes for what?
Nothing, just drink this.
We'll do it with my turn.
I can't just not use my bonus action. I'm a monk. What should I use it for? Am I going insane right now? I don't not use bonus actions.
Did you use key on any of your
No, I
actions?
didn't.
No, damn.
And I don't have like a bonus action
Punch the
cantrip.
wall next to you or something?
No, I can't. I can only use an unarmed strike if I attacked on my turn.
Do barbarians have any bonus actions that are neat?
Only rage, and I'm not gonna rage. Out of your mind. I know what I'll do. I'll use
You can
a
bonus
second
action.
ones. Get a HP
Oh yeah,
back.
that's true. You could also bonus action overrun any of these.
That's true, but I just walked right past them apparently.
It's true. You
I'm
could
just
have done
realizing.
that earlier.
Guess
and
that's
not
fine.
triggered. But hey, you heal HP. That's important too.
Is it though?
I guess for you, it's like healing double. Well, you haven't raged yet, but still.
That's right. Yet.
There's a fashionable kobold and a pigeon-toed kobold over there.
Yeah, like he's ever gonna rage.
You think I'm gonna rage?
It's gonna save it for the big guy boss thing.
I'll rage when I find Azdirith and not a moment sooner. Even
That's
if I lose
fair.
180 hit points along the way.
You're not gonna rage when you see Azdirith.
I'll rage when I see Azdirith.
I'll believe it when I see it.
You can check my track record. I rage for bosses and nothing else ever.
Nordo somehow gets extra angry only at bosses.
I do. Story NPCs.
Yeah.
Nordo knows what Azdirith did to Gale. That's
He
enough reason
knows.
to rage.
He's
It's
got pot
personal.
convenient rage.
Exactly.
He's to be fair, angry all the time
True.
when fighting. He just gets extra. When life gets
I
good.
fully support not wasting your rages.
I've only got 3 per long rest. I have to be careful with them.
How many have you used so far?
None of it. Full rage
Oh,
points.
In the full campaign, I think he's used one.
Yeah, just once or twice. I almost raged right at the start of this. You all saw me. I almost did it. But,
yeah,
then
and then
I
you're
was
like,
concentrating.
Oh, who knew concentration was what prevented you from raging this time around?
That was it. That's the only thing. And of course, I then immediately lost concentration. Should have just raged.
Oh.
I have to like toggle between what I'm going to do with the fight. If I'm going to cast spells or I'm going to rage, because I can't do both.
It's nice to have options.
It's nicer to have options like in a given moment, you know?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm over here, like, my options kill all the kobolds and there's no way to do it non-lethally. So I can't do anything.
better than my options that deal 4 damage to the kobolds non-lethally, because it doesn't even KO them.
Maybe I'll help the people down there.
Does counter charm work on this weird poison?
I mean, it'll theoretically help, but
Theoretically,
they have to. It only works if they're making any repeated saves.
yeah. Once you
Gotcha.
fail, apparently it's just there.
Yeah, I don't recall Gale ever saving again against Formula Odazi.
Yeah, it's just it's in my system. That was it.
It does count as a poison though, so you can just kind of lay on hands it away.
Or just be
Boy.
a monk.
Or be a monk and just be immune to it forever. Or be immune to like charms.
It's gonna take a lot of lay on hands to clean this place out.
Yeah. We're gonna need a bunch of... Oh, is antidote non-magical? I can just make them.
Might be faster to just take them out of the monastery, teach them to be monks.
How long
A couple of years.
to reach your level specifically?
It's 5.5 years or so. Granted, I did most of the heavy lifting for the last like 3 months, so.
Makes sense. So they all have to do heavy lifting and then they start doing some monk stuff.
Exactly. That's what I did. It worked fine for me.
How long did it take for Vasu to become immune to poisons?
Alright, I'm back. Flurgle.
It's me!
It's you.
Okay, so things are not looking very good. I'm going to waste a bunch of my items that I summoned before to instead summon 6 Tangler grenades. And I'm
Excellent.
gonna throw one kind of here. So it hits. It's a 10 foot right. Here's a thing for you. I throw one down the balcony using my item in my fast hands. It hits creatures within 10 feet of it. Hopefully it gets a good number of these kobolds.
Excellent. You could theoretically get all of them if you're also willing to get Toto.
Toto will be restrained, but Toto I think is better at leaving it. Oh, it takes an action though. Or the easy strength. Yeah, Toto is strong, right?
Extremely.
Okay, he just kinda.
All right, let me get a dexterity saving throw from Toto and all 19 of those kobolds.
He does no damage, but if you restrain them.
Oh yeah, Toto
That's
is fine. And as his Tangler grenade impacts, there is just this sudden alchemical burst of this thick black foam that expands rapidly and then hardens. And all of these kobolds become restrained by it.
That's my entire turn.
Alright, excellent. That brings us to Moat.
Alright. I've got an A path right next to me. Maybe I'll just attack that while we... let's just do that.
Smash!
Smash! If I can find my weapon. He is smaller than my mount. So advantage.
Oh yeah, 25 comes crashing in and this guy just fucking drops.
These guys are wearing cultist robes, right? I'm
Yeah.
not killing. Okay.
Correct. The winged one and the Abishai. Or the winged ones and the Abishai.
And the pigeon toad and the fashionable in the back.
Those knights appear to be mind controlled. They're just knights.
Excellent. Then I will fly over this way-ish, kind of land wherever I can without crushing everybody, and take some swings on this other one.
Uh, 20 is good. 27 is more than enough. This guy fucking drops. And with that, everybody that you can see that is still up is now mind controlled.
Okay, we just have to very gently take them out.
I don't have a way to very gently take them out, so I think that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Excellent. That brings us to the sorcerers.
Are they? Which one are the sorcerers?
You're not sure where they are currently.
Oh, okay.
They will do that. Next is the Apes, who are presumably not doing anything interesting at all, for sure, because they're all dead, all of them that there are. Delightful. Abishai.
Is dead.
Yep. The one Abishai that there is all dead, so they do nothing. The Knights.
The knight.
Knights are going to rush forward in formation to Nordo. Don't go through walls. And try to stab him twice. Sorry, twice each for a total of 4. All at disadvantage because of the daylight. 17, I think, still misses.
Let me check that might hit. I can't remember my own AC.
No way.
Nope, I'm 19 now.
Okay.
17's like the total AC. I just couldn't remember if I was still attuned to the bracers of defense.
Not to ruin my own thing here, but don't they also have pack tactics? So wouldn't it cancel?
Oh, that's
the
true. It
straight
would cancel
roll?
out. Yeah, 21.
Oh.
Good
That
call.
makes the 21 a hit.
I forgot the whole point of pack tactics.
They were
2
actually attacking
whopping
with
piercing damage. That is all the knights. That brings us to Vasu.
Okay, 2 questions.
Shoot.
One, can I make a thing that procs on the start of an enemy's turn still happen if they're dead?
Sure. I don't see why not.
Okay, so then some lightning. I'd imagine it like once I hit him with the chain, it takes a second, and then it's like a delayed lightning strike. You hear like the thunder and the boom. And
Hell
anyway,
yeah.
lightning strikes this Abishai's corpse for 2 lightning damage.
Excellent. You see that it just continues to kind of char and smolder in place there.
Okay, and then it says the lightning can then jump from the creatures are within 10 feet. The lightning can then jump from the end to any creatures within 10 feet until no remaining creatures it jumps to. I don't think it'll matter. Yeah, I don't think it really matters this turn because it's only 2 damage. But hypothetically speaking, if I can control, if I have enough control over like where the lightning jumps to, can I make the lightning damage non-lethal if it comes to that?
I would do the same thing I did for Nordo. I would leave it up to a spellcasting check.
Okay. For now, it's just 2 damage. I'm pretty sure 10 feet jumping continuously is going to chain to every fucking kobold.
Hell yeah!
It does.
This is the best.
And importantly, it's going to come up right away because most of these kobolds have been reduced to a single hit point, and 2 is enough to theoretically finish them off. I do need
Their max speed?
5 each. It's 5 each.
Oh, then they won't die.
But they will be knocked unconscious. I will let you try a spellcasting check to try to make this non-lethal. It is going to be difficult because this is a fucking AoE and it's electricity, which is hard to do non-lethally.
Yeah.
However, you do have one trick up your sleeve. You have the help of the primal element of air, which will give you advantage on the check.
I was about to
You
say,
also have a D4.
I got some elemental shit, guys. Like, Ryujin is the lightning.
It is air, which includes lightning. So that will give you advantage on the check. And the DC here is going to be... thinking, setting precedent. Boy, lightning... I'm going to call it 20. DC 20 to do this non-lethally.
Wisdom?
Yep.
Oh no.
Uh,
D4 would help.
The lightning crashes down and begins to zap through like a wave throughout this building. And you watch as lightning is not like the movie. It's not this big, flashy, showy thing. It's just a quick little pop, and you watch as dozens of bodies drop limp on the ground.
Hypothetically, had the better result been like 16 instead of 12, would fewer have died? Because you can put a D4 on that if you want to.
Yeah.
16, I don't think would have made a difference.
Okay.
It is worth mentioning, they are not
Like I said,
dead.
not killing them.
They are making death saving throws. With that
Yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah.
there are now 25 kobolds making death saving throws, and there are 3 of you in this building.
Oh
It's
god.
okay. They have a +5. They have a +5 Vicus modes here.
And everything else in this room is also mind controlled, right?
Yes.
Correct, yes. Let's see, 10, 20 here. Alright, excellent. The room suddenly gets much quieter. What else would you like to do?
That was just at the start of the Abishai's turn, so I've still got my full turn.
Medicine checks!
Yeah, I mean, I'm no doctor or nothing, but
I think we got you back in.
If not, feel free to drag your token out and re-roll, and then just change it to whatever it was.
Okay, I don't see me on the list.
Yeah, it's
so-
gone again. Yeah. We put you back on the map, but not on the initiative.
yeah, since I have more control over like using actual weapons. These 2 are the knights, right? In the back of the room.
No, the knights aren't next to me.
Who are these guys?
The 2 of the ones in the back have guns.
Oh, sure. We'll take them out. Zoom. Vantage. Thwack. I'm hoping I can do this non-lethally.
You certainly can. You are able to charge up. 25 is plenty, and with a 12, you're able to just kind of clock it right at the base of the skull and he drops unconscious.
I'm hoping not even to go for that, because I imagine that like a kobold is like a toddler and their skulls are probably very soft
True,
and their
yeah.
brains can get. So I'm just gonna like dash up, and this is like a very monk thing. Like in the blink of an eye, just dash up. The blunt, like the pommel side of my spear, just right in his stomach, and I'm gonna knock the wind out of him.
Yep. Excellent.
And then I'm just gonna run over here and do the same thing. Not at advantage.
20 is still plenty, and that is more than enough to knock this one unconscious.
Let's see, how much movement was that? Math is hard. 45, 15, 60. I'm gonna fly over to this door and open it up and see what's inside. Is this like hallway? No,
that does end there. You can see you've passed by a couple of doors on the sides that probably lead into like offices. You get the impression from this area that it is kind of like the just the administrative area of the prison. It's where detectives presumably work cases and stuff. And when you open this back door, you find a spiral staircase.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna kind of close it most of the way for now, because we still got a bunch of kobolds in here, and some of them that we'd probably like to make medicine checks before we move on. So that's my turn.
All right, excellent. Speaking of medicine checks, here come 25.
Wait.
Yes.
Bonus action tunnel fighter.
Hell yeah, good shit. All right, here we go.
After that, can we go back to the turn that I missed?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, couple get up.
Couple of them get
A
up.
couple almost die.
I'm going to copy this out to a separate file because that would be crazy to track right now in the middle of initiative. Okay, excellent. The ones that are still up. 10 of them are effectively out of the fight. 10 of them down south are also effectively out of the fight. That just leaves 5. Boy, that was a lot, Vasu. Yeah, I think they perceive you as the biggest threat, especially as you begin running towards the stairwell. They run over here, load up their tiny little crossbows, and here are 5 tiny little crossbow shots at you.
Throw them back. Right through their brains.
19 after the sunlight, I think still misses. Damn shame that sunlight. Those would have been a couple of hits. Alright. That brings us to the gunners, who are down.
Flick.
Oh, right, we still have people downstairs too. And then, yes, Flick. But before Flick, let me get to these. These are restrained. They literally... What is the DC on this to break out of your Tangler Grenade? 15? Oh, no, 20 15. Athletics.
It's 20 athletics, and it takes their action.
Yeah, they cannot do it. They literally cannot escape. So instead, they are just going to struggle as best as they can to clumsily reload and refire their crossbows. These are all at disadvantage because of the restraint, and they are just going to be... In fact, let's do 10 on Toto and then 10 ranged ones on Flick. So here is 10 on Toto, disadvantage. 19 might be good. 17 might also be good.
17 and 19 do it.
Oh, I forgot. Pack Tactics, the thing that kobolds do. So 20, 23, 20, 20.
Yeah, those will do.
And then ranged weapons on Flick, these do not have Pack Tactics, so they are just disadvantage. Oh, and ignore the last one. I forgot there's only 19, not 20 out.
It doesn't matter, geez, guys.
23. Holy shit. Might get you with that 23 there.
You'll get
17.
me
22? Oh, 17.
And then Flick, it is your turn.
Okay, wait, so there's 22, 20, 24, 20, 19. 4, 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so does Demiplane create an open door, or is the door closed and you have to open it?
I think it creates it closed, but then you can just open it as an item interaction, but let me go double check that.
I don't think it's even closed. I think it just says that it's like, it doesn't hinder the movement of medium creatures. I've been reading this spell for no particular reason.
It doesn't say anything about it being open or closed.
Yeah, it calls it like a shadowy door, which
Or
I've
if
always
even
read
has
as
a
not even
door.
being like a physical door, just like a doorway.
It does say when opened, the door leads to a demiplane, which makes me think that it is a real door and it does start closed.
But what if you're making the door, like opening the door without casting the spell? You open the door.
I'm a fan of this. I would let you make a spellcasting check to conjure it already open.
Okay, I'd like to do that under the kobolds here. See how many I can get to fall in.
Excellent. Immediately setting terrible precedent for myself.
Yeah.
I mean, the spellcasting check to have a door open can't be that high.
You're using an 8th level spell.
Right. Let's call it a DC 14.
A DC 14, okay, and just roll a d20 plus my spellcasting. Yeah.
They're restrained so that they have disadvantage.
I love this so much. We're gonna fill a demiplane with unconscious kobolds.
That's the plot.
All right, sick. Yeah, and you're doing it on the ones on the left or the right.
The agitated ones.
Yeah, you summon a demiplane with the door on the ground, which then immediately just you hear a click and a latch, and then the door opens, and then all of these guys covered in this like expanding black foam goo fall down into it, kind of as just a big cluster that are all glued to each other, down into the demiplane.
It's like when you're cooking spaghetti and don't stir it for like 2 minutes and it all clumps together.
Yep.
Okay.
What is it? Tell me about this demiplane. I assume it's not filled with spikes and buzzsaws.
No, it's probably
Padded.
just it's a padded demiplane. Can I make it a padded demiplane? It's wood or
Absolutely.
stone.
Just literally just like a mental
A mental
institution
ward.
cell.
Yeah.
Okay. Sick.
And since the door's on the ceiling, I don't know if they can even try to get out.
I will say, you
They
know what?
can
It's an
fly.
8th level spell. I'm into it. The door is it's a ceiling trapdoor for this demiplane.
Yeah.
I like it. That seems well within the purview of an 8th level spell.
Cool. I'll draw it there so we don't forget it's there. But
Are they still restrained?
They are.
Imagine-
You see
yeah.
that they're just kind of wriggling around in there. Their crossbows have all fallen in around them. Most of them have dropped them. There's ammo scattered everywhere.
You'll be okay.
kobold storage.
Double storage demiplane.
See, Zeke, why didn't you think
Did
of
he
that?
not climb? Oh
Right?
my god.
It's an anti-magic field. He's got like 8 strength. He'd have been stuck for the rest of his life.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so that's my action. Just gonna try to bait these guys to come out.
All right.
Ooh,
Excellent.
Moody, you should get some counseling. I don't know. Pigeon toe. That's a weird thing for a kobold to have. I didn't think they were part bird.
Now, what even is pigeon?
I
toed?
actually don't know what that means.
Not where
Isn't
you-
it where you like walk with your feet kind of inward?
Inward, maybe?
You say pigeon-toed is inward, and then like what's the other one for outward? There's another different bird.
Is it
They
like
call that
goose?
duck-toed.
A duck, maybe?
What do you mean walk with your toes inward?
You know how
Yeah,
nervous
like-
people put their toes inwards?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that.
Seems hard to walk like that.
Pigeon toe is also called in-toeing. Okay, that's me though.
All right, excellent. Gunners are down. That brings us back to the top and Gale.
Push the kobolds in the not sphincter hole.
Okay. I'll just like take the tentacles and just like sweeping out the trash. I'm just gonna scoop them up and drop them
Says the
into
king of his subjects.
I do love this. Give me another dexterity vehicles check. Uh, 24 is great. I'm going to say, unless you say otherwise, you just kind of grab the 2 clusters that you already have and stuff them in the hole.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then Toto is gonna pick up a kobold by the scruff and toss him into.
Perfect. Give me an athletics check. There's no way he can fail. There's not a chance. Yeah, he's fine. He's got it. So that gets all 20 of these and 1 more of these boys.
Afterward, we should probably throw in some food and some health potions because they're going to be in there for a week.
You know the arcade game where you have to push coins into the little thing and then they push
Yep.
each other off the shelf? Kind of like that.
Then I am going to turn the ship around to face towards the incoming dragons.
Awesome. Excellent. Love it. You do see that Ace has been kind of doing a little bit of work creating a distraction. They are currently chasing him a bit to the west, but one of them is like looking around like, this is clearly a diversion. What's up? There's got to be something else going on. Why is there an alarm going on at the jail? So you can tell that there's one that is going to be flying this way shortly. Excellent. Anything else?
Nah, that's good.
Okay.
All right, Nordic.
The tentacles are now turned away, right? They're no longer here. All the kobolds got swept out. Excellent. I would like to attempt to grapple these 2 kobold knights. So here is for pigeon toes. Can I recklessly grapple?
Negative.
Don't set this precedent.
I was going to say that's a strong precedent. I love the idea, but it's too strong. Like you even need it. I'm pretty sure they can't beat that, but check.
If you raged, you wouldn't have to.
That's true, but I'm not going to rage.
Yeah, that's true. I can't let you have the effects of rage for free. They cannot make that. You're able to just kind of literally scoop him up. He's like a quarter your size.
It's not free. I'm paying for it with advantage on tax against me. Anyway, is that... So I gotta do this separately. Hold on, second one.
I love the idea of 2 heavily armored toddlers. Yeah, you just grab each of them by like the back of the neck and are able to hold them in place.
Okay, I appreciate that sentence just full stopped there.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna grab these 2.
Just, heavily armored toddlers. It's a funny image.
I'm gonna grab these 2 heavily armored toddlers. This door that I'm standing next to, can I actually see into it and see that there's a ladder there?
This door was open because they were taking shots out of it. You can see it is now empty and there is a ladder leading down.
Can I see it all without having to like move down the ladder to see what's down there? Does it look like it goes to like a storage closet or like a hall that leads down to where Flick's at?
From your current vantage, it just seems to lead down into another room. If you take literally 1 step closer, you can see down into that room.
Yeah, but I'm moving at half speed and I don't want to waste it because I need to huck some kobolds. So instead, I will go 10, 20, 30. How far can I throw heavily armored toddlers?
I mean, they're right over the edge. You can throw them down over the edge for sure.
Can I throw them all the way to Flick's door?
Yeah. I mean, you're directly above. Like, this is the outline of the balcony that you're on, so you're pretty much right above it. Yeah.
I have been wildly confused about what's happening this whole time.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. The level you're on is directly above what's going on down there.
This is underneath us.
Okay, that makes this all so much easier.
I do have to make a brief sanity check here. Throwing 2 heavily armed toddlers onto a pile of 29 other unarmed toddlers. I mean,
they'll be fine.
Don't worry, I got it.
Okay, all right.
Great. I hear that, and I take these 2. He doesn't even think about that anyway. Nordo is not smart. He takes these 2 toddlers and throws them down into Flick's door.
All right, excellent. They're gonna
feather fall.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, they feather fall down and they're restrained. They're tumbling. This is all great. I love all of this. Give me the world's easiest athletic check to aim this. Yeah, totally fine. He shoots, he scores. 1 by 1, you just kind of double dunk them in there. They land gently, kind of pillowed by their comrades. I forget how big a demiplane is. I think it is
30 feet cubed.
Oh, that's fine. There's still so much room in here for more kobolds. This baby can fit so many kobolds in it.
Okay.
Right, it's a really big playpen.
Throwing kobolds into a ball pit.
Yeah, I like exactly. It's not like a mental institution thing. It's like a bouncy castle.
Well, that's all kind of pointless because also I'm now realizing that I need to go down there, so I'm just also going to jump down there.
Excellent. Yeah, you jump on down. You're a monk. You can do that safely.
Yeah. Do I need to spend a react? How far is it down?
10 feet, I'll let you have it. It's fine.
Okay, great.
It should be Flick's turn after him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's 23. Okay,
Oh,
that
I gotta go
is
again.
my action to grapple them. Did it cost me any kind of action to throw them? Should I have had to do a bonus action or something for that?
I feel like I would let each throw count as an attack, so you could do your extra attack to throw them both.
Okay, great. I'll just spend a key point to essentially do a flurry of blows to throw them all. And that will be my action, bonus action. I've still got 20 more feet of movement. I kind of want to just stay right here and shove people into Flick's dooming plane, so I'll just stay right here.
Alright, excellent. That brings us to Flick.
Okay. Do the knights look like they have more HP than the regular kobolds?
Absolutely. They are combat trained. They know how to take a hit.
Don't forget to move them down there, by the way.
Oh, right. Yes, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to... Oh, those were the knights that got thrown in. Okay.
Yes.
All
The
right.
two up top are the ones that I threw in.
Is Demi-plane concentration? I don't think it is.
No.
Okay. What about floating disc? Is floating disc concentration?
I don't think
I guess it doesn't
so.
matter if one's is and the other one isn't.
I believe it is, but it's also a ritual. I think it's both a ritual and concentration.
And a concentration, okay. Oh wait, then I don't want to waste a spell slot on that.
No, it's not concentration.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Should be able to fly to here. What's in here?
Excellent. You're met with a surprise when you get in there. The first thing that you see is the 10 kobolds up there still trying to get that door open, although it looks like they've wised up and realized they need to go out the other door. You can see that the hallway leads over to a desk, and then it opens up into kind of a larger area. You can see that there is one Apath at the back who uses his readied action to run through the door and close it behind himself.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. And then a bunch of other readied actions go off.
Perfect.
You notice too late with your low passive perception that this is a kill chamber, and there's a bunch of slits in the walls to your north and south.
Oh.
And a whole bunch of things fire through those holes suddenly.
Okay.
Here we go.
The deck save time.
Most of them are going to be attacks. There might be some saves here in a second. They don't have pack tactics, but I also don't think they have disadvantage. Those are just straight shots. So a couple of crits in there.
Oh god.
What's your AC?
I don't know why Flick's AC is only 18, but it's only 18.
18's okay.
It's okay, but it's
Okay.
not as good as it
Okay,
could.
don't complain about your privilege, okay? Like,
Gale over there with 17.
Oh, God.
that's 17. Oh,
Ooh,
too rich
scorching
for my blood.
rays. This is gonna hurt.
I am so glad that you went in here. You are the only person I think with a passive perception low enough that this works.
I think
God
it
to
would
hell.
kill on me. I wouldn't see it. Largo,
Okay,
terrible passive
I'm
perception.
curious. What's everyone's AC? Is the unarmored bird like the guy with the highest AC?
Yeah, now that Nomad ain't here with the 23, Flurg was.
No, mine was 23 too. I think we were tied.
Yeah, Mo's 23 also.
Here you go.
Okay, that makes sense.
Flurgles is only. Where's
Okay, how many damage is this? Okay.
It's only 20, 21 with Ace around.
You said 21 damage? Okay, that's fine. I'll live.
What's your AC? I'll tally this all up real quick.
18.
Oh, they all hit.
Yeah, a ton of these are gonna hit. The good news is it doesn't count as one hit, so they can't kill me.
Okay, total damage.
Oh,
89 as you step into this hole, and there is just a barrage of tiny crossbows, actual rifles, firebolt, and then to finish it all off, I need 2 wisdom saving throws.
Boy.
Oh, God.
Cool, I'm not good at those.
Oh, wow.
With a horrific response, your body takes all of this damage and then locks up.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
that's not great.
Attacks within 5 feet are crits.
Oh no, these kobolds are gonna come over here and start kicking me like that JoJo gif.
Alright. I think that's probably it, unless you've got anything else that you can do while paralyzed.
Can you do anything while paralyzed?
No, I don't think so, but you can repeat your save.
You don't even
Okay.
have...
Thankfully,
Like-
since it was a held action, you might just break it immediately.
Nope.
Not this time. Alright, that brings us to Flurgle.
I don't know what's going on. I hear gunshots, I guess.
A lot of gunshots.
I wonder what's going on down there. Surely no one would walk into an ambush, so normally he's going to go walk over here. He's like, oh no, these are innocent people, my brothers and sisters. He pulls out like this kind of leather medicine bag. Main action, stabilize the most critically damaged one. And
okay.
object traction as a bonus with fast hands, stabilize the next most critical one.
Alright, excellent. You are able to save this one, which looks like he was in a bad shape. He is good, and then the next one would be this guy that rolled a 3.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry, it's not easy to control the elements. Someone?
I mean, that's kind of my whole thing. You'd think I'd be better at it by now.
Oh, sorry. Well, gunshots downstairs. Oh, this is me. It's all me.
Lightning, notoriously the hardest element to control. It's all about that freedom. Sorcerer.
Hit me again.
They wish that they could, but they've used all their scorching rays, so I think they have to use just a good old-fashioned pair of chromatic orbs. These are at advantage. They do not auto-crit because they are not within 5 feet of you.
Oh God.
But you do
They're
watch
still on flick?
They sure are. That's they're firing through these arrow slots at Flick. Or at Flick.
Oh boy.
They love to crit you.
That's a
They
crit.
do. They do. What element type did they use?
Boy, that's a good question. I feel like they
On
would default,
extra 20.
I feel like they would default to acid. I think acid is the
Okay.
safest choice.
Oh, okay.
So that's 45 points of acid damage.
Oh my god.
Damn, Flick. This Tucker's kobolds are killing you.
Could be alright.
That almost put me down.
Uh,
Ow.
that one has to continue concentrating, but that doesn't stop him from doing one of these. That's another 15, which I think puts you down.
That's put me down.
And then there's one more.
Rude.
Disadvantage now, because you're prone. Which cancels out and just makes it a straight roll.
Because he's still paralyzed.
And that hits, so I take 2 death saves.
No, one.
Just one. It's
Is
not
it
a
just
crit.
one?
Yeah.
If
Okay.
it's within 5 feet, then it's a crit.
Yikes.
How do I mark death save? Do I just put 1?
Put one on that down red arrow thing, yeah. Alright. Shit. That brings us to Moat.
Am I
Well-
paralyzed anymore, or did that end when I went
It
unconscious?
does not end when you go unconscious.
Perfect.
Yeah, pretty much exactly that.
Boy, was that loud enough that I can hear
yeah.
Flick is probably
yeah,
dead.
we definitely
In addition to a lot of spellcasting and a lot of crossbows, there were also 2 loud rifle gunshots.
Here's the thing, right? Did it? Huh. Flick left the telepathic
Oh yeah,
bomb.
that too.
Oh yeah.
Just a little...
It should, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mount will dash. I'll fly out this way. Come down here. Boy, combat healing sure does feel like a waste.
Danger.
Just get him a hit point.
I just need 1.
That is exactly what's gonna happen.
Or you could do 5 and maybe... No, wait. That wouldn't end up
Are
with
you poisoned or
paralysis.
anything?
No, paralysis isn't a poison. Unless it's a poison that's
No,
making you
it's a
paralyzed.
good old-fashioned hold person.
Okay.
I can't lay on hands and cleansing touch you, so you come up with 1 hit point.
Alright, you're
Hey.
at least not about to die.
That's really
That
all
helps.
you needed.
And
Or no.
then with I have 120 feet of movement. With the rest of my movement, can I just pull into the room and try to take focus? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. You
hey,
can,
I'm a big, bright, shiny guy on a mount.
absolutely. I'll let you, especially because you're on a mount, you can kind of literally interpose on top of Flick.
Step
Cool.
over him.
I will do that.
Fleur goes up here like, oh no, I'm in danger. Oh no, Vasu's here. It's fine.
Alright. That brings us to all of the Apaths that are dead. And all of the Abishai, who are also dead. The Knights are in the demi-plane and have no way out.
Did you move them in the roll 20? Because I still see them up there. Might just be my roll 20 being fucky.
Oh, what the fuck? Who did I move? Oh,
You moved the knights that were down here.
I sure did. I moved the wrong Knights.
That explains
And I would have Eldritch Blasted them and not died, but it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll go with it.
Well,
Conspiracy.
it is a conspiracy. Throw them back here, I guess. And if that changes anything that Moat is currently doing this, let me know.
No, just you were so adversarial that. Great.
Alright, Vasu's turn.
Oh, jeez. How many kobolds are alive in this group of kobolds?
There are 5 in that group, and also you have great passive perception. You can tell that 2 of them are kind of shaking their heads and waking up over here by Flirtle, like they nat 20'd their death saves.
Okay. I'm confused with the map. Where's the place where Flick just got fucking murdered?
He's downstairs.
He's downstairs. He's below you.
Okay, so I probably heard some of that echoing from downstairs.
Absolutely, for sure.
Cool. You know what? I'm fast as fuck. How much stairs is this to get down and then out here?
It's a weird little spiral, but it's probably like 20 total feet of movement to get downstairs.
Okay.
It is awkward for you because you do actually have to walk it instead of flying it. But
So this is, I usually don't have to do this, but I have a 50-foot walk and 75 feet of fly. How does that break down if I gotta like walk the staircase, then do I just have 50 feet of flight left?
Yeah.
Or, okay. Then yeah, I get to the bottom of the staircase, I'm gonna fly out to the rescue.
From that side, you do see that there are 2 metal doors, one here.
Oh wait,
and one
Flurgle's
here.
alone up here though. Hang
Oh, that's okay. I'm new.
on. Nah, I'm good.
He's expendable.
I hear gunshots. I look down the staircase. Then I look back up here. I see just Flurgle up here. I don't see any. I assume. I mean, I don't know exactly where everyone. I don't know where this is out of character. But I'm like, all right, they're probably all right then. So instead, I'm gonna fly over here. Start beating up some more kobolds as gently as I can.
Excellent.
Little love taps.
24.
That knocks one of them unconscious.
21.
Another unconscious.
Flurry.
Another unconscious. And
God,
another
look at all
unconscious.
these. Look at all these good rolls, and I'm just beating up children. I hope that I can roll this well when we're fighting a fucking dragon.
Alright, excellent. There is just one standing. He's like bleeding from the nose. He's got a black eye. But you know what? He's a fighter. He's that he's the anime protag in his own backstory.
You know what? I'll let him have it. I was gonna spend another key point to do a thing, but
He looks like he is ready to take you on.
I'm gonna let him try his best.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that's my movement, attack, and bonus, and I spent the key.
Alright, first things first, he goes for it. On you, Vasu.
Goes for it.
23 to hit.
Oh
the
my
sunlight.
god.
Fucking sunlight, and all his friends are dead.
12.
12 misses.
Can I
Damn
let him
shame.
Can I let him? I mean, not like intention. I'm not gonna say like let him in character hit me, but like I feel like he deserves that.
You can.
I'll take
I want
the 3.
it for him.
I'll take the 3 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Out of a sign, like, yeah, you respectfully allow him to take a turn.
No, I'm not like Vasu's not like being like, oh, you hit me, oh, you got me so good, man, that hurt. But like, I
We're just
feel
saying
out of character that this kobold deserves to hit
Okay.
Vasu.
Excellent. In a fury of rage, he gets mega advantage from just being so brave, which turns into a 23 that hits you for 3.
This 3 HP kills Vasu later.
Over by Flurgle, 2 of these guys have woken up
Oh, you're all fine.
and immediately resume attacking you.
That's crazy talk.
You suddenly realize that even as they're watching you treat the wounds of their fallen comrade, there is just this dead, vacant stare in their eyes. They grab their daggers and begin to charge you. 11 and 15, I think both miss. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, that goes straight
Still
to the
miss.
sunlight. Down below, these guys are restrained. They will try to fire disadvantage shots at Nordo.
Not to screw myself, but can they get Nordo through the door?
The ones down below, sorry. The ones over here that are restrained.
Oh, I don't see them.
Oh, weird.
This guy's here?
That's him.
And then the ones over by the door are all going to come around to Moat. Specifically, they're kobolds. They're small and they fight dirty. They go for Moat's mount, whatever that is. I don't know what the AC is there, but let's find out.
It's okay. Moat's a mounted command, baby.
Oh my
I
god.
said I redirect all of them to me.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Well, your mount is safe, thankfully. That's a lot of crits.
That is a lot of crits. The crits are the only thing that hit, though.
Alright, delightful. 12, 15, 21 total points of damage as you bravely protect your mount. And also flick. The ones inside are going to fire it. They also go for the mount, but then I assume you redirect it. So these will also be on mode. I keep saying Elnorath, but Elnorath is Gragnot. I forget your mount's name. Holy shit, that's 3 more crits.
They're insane.
Maybe 4, actually. Do they? I don't think they have disadvantage for any reason, and they have pack tactics.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
That is all of the coked out kobolds, though. Brings us to the gunners. Both shoot at Moat.
Thank you, Moat.
Sorry, I've been pressing the wrong push
no.
to talk button.
No.
What was the total damage on that?
Let's see.
Is it that 9 at the bottom? There's
The
no way
9.
that's true.
No, the 9 is just the crits. So let's see. What's your AC?
23.
20. Okay, so the 22 still misses. So only the crits hit there. So
I say I think only the crits hit.
26 from the regular kobolds, and then the 2 gunners shoot. The 18 misses. The second one also crits. So another 12 from the rifle.
Got it. Thank you.
And that brings us back to top of the round. With Gale.
Alrighty.
Things are okay out here, Gale. Worry not.
Are they really?
Up here? Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ready an action to fire the laser at the dragon.
Fucking
Oh.
sick.
I'm excited to see this laser.
You do see it's closing space pretty quickly. Double check, 90, 180. So it is a little over 800 feet away. You would know that the range of these ships is normally quite large. They've been firing from the air to the ground. You feel like it's probably in range if you wanted to fire now. But if you want to wait, waiting is also an option.
God. Fuck it.
Whenever you say that, I
Let's
panic.
fire full power.
Excellent. Let me... I don't know if I've revealed this sheet to you yet. Let me just give you this since you have this thing.
Fuck.
There you go. Fire when ready. The spear beam there, the Corvette beam. Oh, you might have to toggle it over to the monster sheet. Wait, why is it
you
blank?
toggle to monster?
Does it only have the one beam?
Just the one beam.
Okay.
$900 range.
Alright, this beam of energy fires up through the cavern, illuminating a massive area around the center of the otherwise darkened prison district. It carves this path of radiant energy. Let's see how the dragon does. Dragon is able to dodge through some of it, but it clips a big chunk of the tip of his left wing off. He does take 6 points of radiant damage, and you can also see that it's continuing to smolder. Furthermore, you can see that there is just a line of burning white fire that continues to burn on the ceiling of the cave, or of the cavern, behind and above it, kind of a little bit northwest of the palace. Rocks begin to kind of trickle down from where they've been carved free of the ceiling. A couple of stalactites crash down onto the street. Thankfully, mostly empty.
Yeah. And then over telepathy, I'm going to say, alright, everybody down.
Boy, this thing was not expecting that. Shit. Alright, excellent. Anything else?
Yeah, Toto's going to run over and try and get some of these kobolds off of Flick.
Alright, perfect. You do see that Moat is doing a pretty decent job of trying to shelter Flick, but Toto's able to join in that effort and start just like literally grabbing him by the scruff and pulling them away.
I'm going to grab one of them, toss him into the hole, and then run back to Flick the rest of his movement.
Excellent. He'll take a handful of opportunity attacks. Let's see how that
That's
goes.
fine. They can try.
Just the 9, because one is currently being dragged.
Uh, 2 hits.
Excellent. And then one of them goes flying down into the demiplane. Alright, anything else?
That's all I got for this turn.
Alright, brings us to Nordo.
Okay, telepathically, Gale says down. I think Nordo is just like, go down, like hit the floor. What do you mean?
Down the stairs.
Okay. His instinct was like getting his shell. Shit's about to go down. Okay. He is going to go 5, 10, 15. What are the? Well, before I do that, what are these guys restrained by? What's the nature of
black
their
foam?
restraint?
Yeah, it's like this weird black alchemical foam that came out of a grenade that Flirt rolled through.
Okay, I feel like this would still work. Then I'm going to go here with 15 feet. Once I get in here, he will place the handle, the shaft of his axe down on the ground. And then there's sort of like a shockwave, like a crack from the ground underneath his kobolds that attempts to just pick them up and huck them into the hole. I will cast. As the earth sort of splits under their feet, there's a shockwave that attempts to just chuck them over the hole.
Love it.
To the extent that it's necessary, I would like to make this non-lethal if I need to do a spell checking.
Sure, yeah, give me
check for that.
a spellcasting check, because that would be enough to knock him unconscious. Shockwave seems a little easier to control. I'll call it a DC 18.
Shockwave is easier than lightning?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he just like doesn't hit the ground as hard as he would have. You know what I mean? I would have been willing to just deal a point of damage here if I needed to.
I know. It's just that a shockwave has to be a certain level of sound and force to become a shockwave. Oh
boy!
But lightning, you can just control the fucking voltage.
18 was good, right? 18 was
18 just makes it.
Okay, cool.
So you watch as these 9 unconscious bodies are just kind of scooped like coins into the tray, and down they go.
I love this. I'm so happy.
You guys have collected. How many of these have you got?
I was about to ask. You need to like start doing the math on how many kobolds we have to stack in there before they start World War Z-ing their way out of it.
There is a pile of 42 kobolds down there. 9 of which are unconscious.
It's okay. This is inhumane, but we can help.
With that 18, okay, cool. I was able to knock them unconscious, but
yes.
Okay, cool, excellent. All right. That's my action. That's 15 feet of movement. Flick's not at the best spot still.
No. Yeah.
But I can't do much about that. Do I know healing word? We're not a healing word. He's already conscious.
Alright, I need another set of death saves, but I'll do that in a second.
Oh, stop. I'm over here.
I think Nordo will step kind of past all these kobolds because he really can't do much about them. Actually, yeah, here's what it'll do. After the shockwave sort of erupts out to his west, he turns back to the north and slams the axe down into the ground in front of all these kobolds. And I shall do Jaws of the Infinite Canyon. Try to just get him restrained.
Excellent. DC 19. They can make it.
Probably can't quite get all of them because it's only a 15 by 5 line, but
you're able to get a big chunk of them, especially because they're being kind of like kept in a formation by moat with the mount. We'll say you get 7 of them, leaving 2 free.
Okay, cool. That was my bonus action. I already used my action. I don't think I want to move anymore. So that's my turn.
All right. That brings us to Flick.
Oh, I will just re-up my touch of death since I reduced some guys to 0 hit points.
Good call.
I'm still paralyzed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I need a wisdom saving throw. DC 14.
I'm still paralyzed.
I'm so sorry. God bless you. I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
Flirgle.
I'm being touched of death? No. Oh, you're touch of death.
Yeah, sorry. I just couldn't remember how many hit points that gives me back. I never remember.
Action, bonus action, stabilize, the worst looking of them.
Alright, you do see that 2 of them are coughing up blood. Meanwhile, 3 of them have gotten to their feet and are trying to attack you.
I know! We're silly people.
But you were able to save the 2 that were most critical there, just in time.
Do any of them look like they're still dying?
There are still 18 making saves. The worst of which look like they've failed twice, and there's like 4 or 5 of them that have failed twice.
It's okay, I have a way to get out of here quite quick. So I'm good for now. I'm gonna stay here.
All right. That brings us to the sorcerers. I think the wizard's going to go first and try to deal with this moat problem. I don't know if you can redirect this, so we're going to find out as a family. Oh, it's hold person, not hold mount. Son of a bitch.
Haha!
Well, then I guess it's going to have to go to moat. So one of them tries to hold person moat. I need a wisdom saving throw.
I wish you wouldn't.
This is... How come?
Sorry, Roll20's trying its best.
I believe.
Oh, you just made it!
Just makes it indeed. These guys have orders. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. From the south, you hear incantations and your body starts to line up, or to lock up mode, and you're able to shrug off the effects. As that happens, you can almost hear time slowing down. As from the north, you hear other incantations, and a tiny little spark begins to form inside one of the arrow slits. There's a deep inhale, and then an outwards breath, and a 15-foot gout of fire bursts out, hitting Moat, Moat's Mount, Flick, all 10 of these kobolds, or I guess all 9 of these kobolds. Does it hit Nordo and Toto? 15 feet. Oh, it totally does. Toto and Nordo. Actually, wouldn't get Toto, because the cone is just not wide enough. So everyone except for Toto there.
And I automatically fail dex save because I'm paralyzed.
Believe so, yep. Which means 10 fire damage.
Reduced down to 5, but that's still 4 more than I can take.
Yep. Let's see, these kobolds are in for a bad time.
He's unconscious again.
You watch as all 10 of these kobolds out here begin to roast.
Oh well, they didn't care at all.
They don't seem to care.
They're mind controlled.
Alright. That brings us to Moat.
Boy. This is unfortunate.
I've got Flick. I can't do much against these guys if I can't beat the fuck out of them.
If you've got Flick, or hearing that you've got
actually,
Flick...
So Minordo says that in character. Meta, there's a bunch of turns between me and him.
Yeah.
You are not wrong.
Yeah, I'm not doing much with my turn, so I can easily stabilize or heal him, but there's a lot of kobolds going between now and then.
Yeah. What's going on down
Can
there? I still don't know.
Move.
Can I pick Flick up as an item interaction?
Yeah, absolutely. He's not resisting and he's small enough to... If he's in your carry weight, you can treat him as an object.
Oh boy, I don't know what my carry weight is.
15,
Let me check my weight.
15
It's
times your strength.
5e! No one knows their carry weight.
15 times your strength score.
I don't know that I can. I'm in full plate armor.
What's your strength score?
22.
15 times 22 is more than 130.
Yeah, your plate armor is heavy. It doesn't weigh 200 pounds.
Okay. I will pick Flick up. My mount is going to... I don't need that much movement. It's just going to dodge, and then we're going to fly into the room with flyby, so nothing can hit us.
Hell yeah. That's better.
And then I'm going to lay on hands as my action, and you get one more hit point, and you're back up.
Good call.
Thank you.
The 2 dragon shields will try to stab at your mount, which you can redirect to yourself.
It's flyby. They can't stab at
Oh
him.
my god, son of a bitch! What a bastard. What a bastard man you are. Alright. Anything else?
That is movement, mount action, my action. I don't have a bonus. I'm good.
Alright, from there, you too can see that there are 2 doors, presumably leading into these kill chambers. One to the north, one to the south.
Could you give me the math? Sorry, one more time for carry capacity.
15 times your strength score. 15 pounds.
I don't know if there's anything you have with your stuff that doubles that.
I'm just a turtle wearing basically nothing.
Yeah,
But no,
like
yeah,
a
I don't think my barbarian stick gives me special weight.
Yeah.
And what's the average weight of a burning kobold?
Low. Kobolds are like
yeah.
10 to 30 pounds.
Okay, so with 9 of them.
Like 10 to 30. Some of them are 3 times as heavy as the others.
Yeah.
Probably like the small ones.
They're lizards.
Would you
They
say
have a
20
wide
pounds
size.
average?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Great, I can easily carry all these kobolds.
Alright, these guys are going to rush back and try to stab at Moat because they must protect the door. I think he's AFK, but I'll go and roll him and we'll deal with it when he gets back. That all misses anyway. He is AC 23. Oh, Pack Tactics. One of them does hit for a whopping 9 points after the crit. That'll bring us to Vasu. This one brave kobold is staring you down, Vasu. You can see that there's 3 more that are trying to stab Flurkle even as he's healing them. And you can also hear telepathically that there is a shit show going on downstairs.
Which ones are trying to stab me?
These 3 over here.
Okay. Did they roll attacks already?
Not yet.
Okay.
On their turn, they will be. It's Vasu's turn currently.
Flurkle's like, Mr. Vasu, help!
I'm on.
Yeah. Brave kid
Poor
put
guy.
up a good fight, but you were able to just kind of knock him unconscious.
Clonks him with the back
Oh
of
my
his
god.
But not forgotten.
With the crit, I'll let you get 2 for 1 with that one.
Thank you.
Yay!
Just like run over and sweep the leg with the spear.
Yeah.
Which awesome means I don't need to spend a key point to get this last guy. Hopefully. Okay. I really hope that I continue to roll this well when we're not fighting.
I was going to say,
Slaughter,
these
I
are
do hope so.
great rolls.
So I don't think I've seen anything under a 20 from you all night.
right?
Alright, everything goes quiet in here. There's still some that are coughing up blood. There's,
Yeah.
again, it looks like there's still like 18 that are making death
I'm
saves here.
gonna try this. I can only do 2 at a turn.
Are we staying here and trying to help?
You should help the others.
Are you gonna stay too?
I have to stay. I've done too much bad. I'm trying to do better.
You're a better man than I.
You'll know how many children I've killed.
Oh jeez.
Boy.
Just this tiny little fucking bug-eyed fish man covered in blood.
My eyes
You can't
don't let
count
me
the sins
cry.
I've made. Okay.
You can't see him crying because his goggles are filled with water.
It's already full up of water. I fly. I've got 50 more feet of flight. I'm just gonna rush back out this door and downstairs to wherever that gets me in relation to that. Do whatever I can to help out here. Would it be faster to do it that way or go back down this?
It would be
Probably
slightly
that way,
faster
right?
to go out the front just because you can fly the whole time instead. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, this door is open. You can see that there's a ladder going directly into the kill room.
A ladder.
Ooh, the kill room. Go in there.
Yeah, that's where you want to be anyway.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's where all the mages and shit are at, right?
Yeah, they have disadvantage in attacking you with 5 feet.
Yeah.
I want to
so
get after it.
knock out all these kobolds, and then I'll just
Yeah.
like. I really have to tuck in my wings to fit
You
down
do,
this,
yes,
this
yeah.
ladder anyway.
should
So
be fine.
I imagine I just plummet. I do like the full superhero landing thing and everything. My wings
yeah.
splay out in front of me, and then I look up and I just go, "Heh, you fucked."
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Excellent, that's good, because you find that the kill room is entirely dark except for tiny little rays of light shining through the arrow slits. But you do also find
Oh yeah,
that it is
I've got those. I've got those dark vision goggles that I've had forever.
excellent. You find that it is lousy with kobolds that are all just raining hell on everything in this chamber.
Unfortunately, I had to use all my actions already, but I'm in here now.
You sure are.
If you falling damage them, can you just knock them all out?
Yeah, how much of a superhero landing can I do?
I am not
There are
gonna.
rules for it.
I can't let. Well, okay, fine. Give me a D6.
D6.
Yeah, you do 2 points of damage to the sorcerer and 2 points to yourself.
2 points to myself.
Yeah, if you're trying to do fall damage, you gotta do fall damage.
I'm a monk. I don't take fall damage.
Oh, that's true. You don't take. Yeah, you're right. You're fine.
Use your reaction
Let's
to
set
just
some
chill
more.
there.
Let's set some more terrible precedent. Let's do it.
I mean, if Nordo's been able to just cannonball
Oh,
tornado shell
yeah.
his way down staircase
right.
this
It's
whole
the
time,
same
I can do
thing.
the same.
Absolutely.
I just got to make sure that I go feet first because I got to land on my cat paws to not
What's
take damage.
good for the goose is good for the gander.
I had a very involved conversation with Kingdom the other day about how if you're going to deal falling damage to someone by falling on them, you have to take the falling damage, unless you're a monk, because you
Unless
can
you're a
just
monk.
cancel out your own falling
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
I like it. It feels monkey. But not
And
the thing
because really the crux of the argument, I'm going to get way too in the weeds here, is that the ability is called slow fall, which is a stupid name. You don't slow fall. It
Yeah.
should be called like graceful landing or
Right.
something.
Nah,
You don't
it-
magically
mechanic-
slow your
yeah.
fall.
Because it doesn't actually slow your fall at all. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. You just
So,
like don't take
it's
the damage.
based. Yeah, it's based on originally 3.5, right? You have to be next to a surface because you're technically sliding down it by grabbing onto a wall.
Right. But
Okay, I guess
that's
kinda
how it was
Negating-
in older
but,
editions.
But
it
yeah,
says nothing
but in
about it.
5e, it's not. It just says you negate damage.
Right.
Everything else is flavor, and flavor can be changed.
Which, in my
Nordo,
opinion, means the damage happens. It just you cancel it.
That's all for you, Nordo.
Uh-oh.
No pack tactics, thankfully.
Still the 20s and the 19 will hit.
These are all for Vasu, with advantage.
Wait, the ones that you just... Oh, okay, I
the
see.
next set.
Oh, no.
Couple crits in there. Couple critty boys.
Oh, they have melee weapons.
Yeah, it's like 4 hits total. Oh, 5. If they're all at advantage.
Yeah, you see that all of these kobolds turn to see you standing up, this looming menace in the darkness. They just pull out daggers and start dogpiling on you. These
Busk
things...
is like, haha! And you hear like a bunch of stabbing.
It's bizarre. You guys have had a lot of run-ins with kobolds, and it's not universally true that they're cowardly, but it's often the case. It is bizarre to find yourself in a room full of 15 normally cowardly toddler-sized kobolds, and they show no fear. They pull out weapons and charge. Let's see, the sorcerer and the wizard. Yes, what's
With
up?
Vasu in that room, does that mean they're all squeezing now?
No, they've got plenty of room to move around.
Oh, okay. Because he said lousy, I imagine they were clinging to the walls. Like,
I mean, it feels like that for sure, but
stuffed in,
mechanically
like,
they have room.
sardines.
Let's
Oh
see.
my god.
Boy, this is so many kobolds. Remember at the start of this run? Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Here's a shot on Nordo. 24 for 7 on Nordo.
Yeah.
And one on Vasu. 21 for 7.
That's a mishap.
Damn. Alright, that brings us back to the top. Gale, you can see that this dragon balks for a moment. It kind of looks down, it lets out a roar for sure. And also, this brilliant pike beam of energy has now basically drawn a line to your ship down in the prison. What would you like to do?
I would like to continue to shoot.
Hell yeah, give me another shot.
Yeah. Choo!
That is another 7 points of radiant damage. You can almost smell the burning dragon flesh at this point. Math is so fucking hard. 80, 160, 700. Okay, it is about 500 feet away. It is hurting for sure. You're hitting it, but it doesn't seem dissuaded yet. It is still charging straight towards the ship.
Totally fine. How many turns do I got before he gets here?
You imagine it'll be here 3 turns from now at its current speed.
Perfect.
As it approaches, you can see it's a little smaller than many of the dragons that you've encountered recently. It looks younger, but its dark green scales are eerily familiar to you. This is definitely some of Avazadira's direct brood. One of his younger children is coming straight for you.
Good.
Fucking hot.
Well, that's all I do. Toto is going to come over. Can just make it and is going to just tail whip one of these guys in the back.
Excellent. Oh my god.
Non-lethally.
Yeah, totally fine.
Gently, Toto.
Gentle like
Gently,
baby.
Toto.
This is a big hit. You can tell though, these are the finest of your police force. They can take a hit or two.
Unless you just throw them into it.
Unless you throw them into a bouncy castle. Give me that extra D8. I'm realizing these guys are old tokens and don't have their bars visible. Back from when I was a heathen.
I actually self-identify as a heathen, so
I'm sorry.
just in terms of not showing health bars, I mean.
That's fair. To each their own. I have strong opinions, but every DM should run their own game. I do need another D8 for the crit though, Gil. Unless he's
I thought he was dead.
Oh, there he is. Oh no, he's still up. But he does take a wallop to the back of the head, doubles over, and begins to wheel the spear around towards Toto. Anything else?
God, Flick, you're just...
I'm fucked for a little bit.
You got real fucked up.
5e, just heal him each time he goes down.
Oh yeah, in Pathfinder you like take wounds or whatever, right?
And then
Yeah.
you die after 3 times.
The difference is that you would have come up with full health.
Okay.
Because healing in that game isn't fucking garbage.
Okay, cool. Debatable, but sure. Next attack on Flick has disadvantage.
Excellent, excellent. Alright, that'll bring us to Nordo.
Okay, talk to me about the state of these smoldering kobolds in front of me, because we've been like pulling our punches to not kill them if we can avoid it. Are they all just dead from the fire?
They, let me double check the damage of that thing. They might just be dead.
'Cause I know like ordinarily NPCs don't even do the death saving throw thing.
Yeah.
No, generally speaking, anytime that somebody wants somebody alive, I give them death saves.
Yeah.
With that said, they failed their deck save. They took 10 points of fire damage. That's double their health. They're roasted.
double.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they're roasted. Well, Nordo looks in like horror at these smoldering corpses of kobolds in front of him, all poisoned by this awful
Yeah.
product of the savage labor company. But nothing to be done about that now. He will go 5.
There is an unfolding danger that reveals itself as these mind-controlled kobolds are not only your problem, but each other's problem. You don't just have to worry about pulling your own punches, but also preventing them from hurting each other.
Right. Which feels a little bit close to home for Nordo. He will run 30 feet right there. This door, is it locked? I'll try it.
It is locked.
I will fix that problem. Is this an attack roll or an athletics check?
You could do either one. An attack roll... athletics is going to be like either it succeeds or fail. Attack roll might not do it all at once, but will definitely make progress.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to do an attack roll because I would like to have multiple attacks if I'm able to get through it. So
Absolutely.
I'll try just beating the fuck out of this door.
Yep.
And I am a siege weapon.
You sure are, which
and
is
I
great.
will attack recklessly.
Also, objects in 5e don't have that much health. As I learned working on the scrapper. 24 points of slashing damage? Yeah, absolutely. With one swing, this kobold-sized metal door just blows in on itself in the hinges. Light pours into the room. And you can see, like, scared rat. Well, not scared rats. Like, angry, mind-controlled rats. They all turn and face you.
They don't scatter like cockroaches.
Great. I will step into the room. And let's see, which one's I know, obviously they're all mind controlled. Which one appears to be? Oh, I see him over there. The wizard. The guy that just burnt his friends. Well, not in the best position to do anything about that particular fellow. So I think I will use my second attack of my attack action on the fellow with the gun. Before I do that, actually, instead of doing that, I will first use my bonus action. Basic ass 5e question. Can I break up an attack action to take a bonus action in the middle of it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Great. Bonus action for one more Jaws of the Infinite Canyon for a 15-foot line that I'll find here. Where did it go? On the middle of the pack of diverse kobolds and the wizard.
All right, excellent. Dex save. They are able to part like water, avoiding the fissure. The wizard also is able to kind of just nimbly duck over to the side of it. Having kind of seen this trick just moments ago outside, they all appear to be ready for it this time.
Okay, in that case, I'll go back to plan A and just hit the guy with the gun.
Easy. You Hulk smash in here, stomp down a fissure that splits open, and then bring a backhand around, and this guy just clatters against the wall. His gun drops to the ground and goes unconscious.
Outstanding. I will, non-lethally, of course, if I didn't say that. But also, I'll absorb some of his delicious blood.
It's doing lots of work.
So when I broke this door down,
Yes.
did I remove it from its hinges, or is it still attached? I mean, I did a lot of damage to it, so I get it if it's busted.
I guess give me a luck check. We'll call it DC. I don't know if you want it on or off. I'm just going to.
I want it on.
I'll call it a coin flip. 11 up means it's still attached.
Perfect. Hey, look at that. What a fucking waste.
Big old waste. I'll say not only is it still attached, but if there's anything special that could help do what you're about to do, it's probably true.
Okay, cool. I can't think of the special thing that would help with this, but I go back out the door and I try to close it and lean against it and hold it closed.
Absolutely. As you close it and then just kind of lean against it, you hear the creaking of metal, and it kind of just slams down at a weird canted angle and seems to almost lock itself in place.
Cool.
That brings us to Flick. Flick, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. It's it's loading again.
Got a +5 from mode and a plus D4.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, did it, finally.
That is at the end of your turn.
That is my turn, right? Okay.
But you are back in the fight.
I also am just now, for the first time in all of this, remembering to tell you to add a D4 to these. I don't know if I could have saved you earlier.
No, I was rolling 5.
It was really low the whole time.
It was really bad,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, Flurgle up top.
Oh my, oh no. Is this door open?
Yes.
Wide open?
Yes.
This one here?
Yes, the north and the south one with the ladders are both open.
Right, he's sniffling, and he uses one action to stabilize the most critical one.
Alright, understood.
And he's like, I have to save my friends. And he throws a Tangler grenade down there.
Alright, Tangler grenade goes bouncing down there. Everything in there needs... What a fucking plan. Yeah, they are now super trapped in there. Let's get a dexterity saving throw from the sorcerer, the wizard, and all those kobolds. Oh my god, these guys
Oh, they're fine.
are so fucking good at deck saves.
Yeah, they rolled 17.
This is
DC 15.
okay.
Oh, that was
The
that was
wizard
good.
is restrained, and let's see about these. And they are
Hey,
restrained. So
failed.
everybody except the sorcerer gets restrained.
Oh, cool.
You guys can
that's-
smell the acrid smell of that black chemical foam again as it drops down and engulfs several of these guys.
He moves like here, so he's like in the middle, able to reach everyone, just running back and forth. He's keeping an eye out for like the ones who look like they're dying,
Yep.
running out of medical things. He can just summon more, but he doesn't want to because he's saving resources. And this is like real medicine bag.
Yep, absolutely. I assume it was real.
Yeah.
Alright. That'll bring us to the sorcerers. There's one south, one north, neither is restrained. Let's see. The one on Vasu. How do I deal with Vasu? I've already done all of my big spells. I've only got little spells now. Yeah, I think what he does is he reaches up, takes a deep breath, pushes his palms together, and like he's doing a cool, fancy Kamehameha, throws his fist towards you, and a poisonous spray bursts out towards your face. Because he doesn't know that you're immune to poison.
Which one is this, by the way?
The one directly to your south, the stout kobold sorcerer.
Okay. For one, as soon as he draws in a deep breath, I take my reaction and just immediately punch him in the
Oh no!
Mage
Right,
Slayer,
we've got a
baby!
Mage Slayer amongst us now.
Oh my god, yeah, 19 is good for 19 points of damage. He is winded. He spends the next several seconds just trying to catch his breath.
Poor bastard.
Nothing to feel sorry about.
I know, but I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining it. This fucking 7-foot-tall Birdman comes careening down this hole. Like, even if he's brainwashed, he's probably thinking like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stand up to it." And just
He goes like, "Ha!" He's immune to poison, and then he gets decked in the
Yeah.
well, no, I punch him before it goes off. I'm
Oh no,
sure
it goes
totally-
off
It's
first.
after,
I know.
technically,
It's,
but-
Yeah.
oh, is it?
Yeah, just
So
in
it
case
doesn't
it matters
even
later.
work.
It does technically happen after the spell is cast.
Okay.
But the mental image is fine. I love it
Yeah.
either way.
He spits on you, and then you lunchbox him.
The
Imagine
other-
how low you have to duck down to punch him in the stomach. You lift him off the ground.
The other sorcerer, being disciplined, goes to neutralize the threat that's throwing grenades down here, climbs up the ladder, pokes his head out, is out of cool spells. He is going to throw a firebolt at you, Flurgle.
They might as well.
12 to hit. Alright, excellent. That brings us to Moat.
Can I non-lethal a flame blade?
Melee.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Even the jump? I don't think it'll kill both of them, but just in case.
The jump I would require a spellcasting check for. Fire is also a little hard to control. I'd probably call that DC 19?
Not worth it. I will just attack regular.
Yeah. With that said, the jump is optional, so you could flame blade at your primary target, and then just not have it leap if you're scared about that.
Where's the fun in that?
It is also worth mentioning, Toto just crit that guy, and you can see he's still got a little more than half his health. These guys are better fighters than most of the other kobolds around them.
Fine. I'll try it just because nobody's ever within 5 feet of each other ever. It's...
Oh my god.
It's good damage.
That is such fucking... God, paladins do so much goddamn damage. 22 slams in 30 points on the primary target. And then 16 leaps over to this other one. He is still up, but he is kind of having to, like, swat at his arms frantically to put out the fire.
That's all I can do. My mount
Mantle
will
flame
dodge.
system,
No, I don't have mantle up.
Oh, because your mount will be taking damage each time.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured that one out yet. Gonna have to work on that.
Alright, excellent. And...
I get... What are these guys fighting with? Sorry, before we move on.
spears. Yeah, just a couple of really nice spears.
How tall are the ceilings in here?
10 feet tall.
Oh, it doesn't matter then. Never mind. Continue.
Alright, that brings us to the knights. One of them is going to turn around and try to get Toto, because he just got conked real hard in the back of the head. 8 and 18. 18 might hit for 2.
18 does hit for 2.
The other one will try to go for Moat. Again, technically the mount, but then you redirect.
It's going to be disadvantage.
True, which turns that into or it cancels out the pack tactics. So 19 and a crit.
Can
19.
you please stop critting me?
I cannot.
Takes 8 force damage.
Ow. The crit does 10 piercing, and then he takes 8 reflected force damage, which almost knocks him out. Ooh. Alright, that is the Dragon Shields, aside from the 2 in the bouncy castle. Brings us back to Vasu.
I'm gonna start beating up Cobalt. Gonna try to do this non-lethally. Since we're in a big enclosed chamber, I am just gonna make a big echoey gong.
Excellent. Alright, this kind of feels like a shockwave, so I'll use the same DC as that. DC 18 to make this non-lethal.
Cool. Oh no!
Alright, let's see, here we go. DC 19 con saves for half.
Since it's thunder, do I get... Nah, I get...
That
would
is
be a
true.
7.
No, that is true. Thunder, well, yeah, it's still only a 7. Yeah, you're right.
Virgil, for fuck's sake, Vasu!
Nobody sees it. They just hear as a bunch of kobolds
Oh no!
have their
I was
guns
gonna throw a grenade
broken.
to him!
I mean, they still need to make a save. They might not die.
Oh, that's true. They might not die. You're right. If they make the con save, they might not die immediately.
Do they have advantage because he's trying to not leave?
I have to tell you, just because it's funny to tell you in advance in this case, they do have a -1 to their con save, so they need a natural 20.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh, they
thing-
tried so hard.
Oh, so close.
Gil's gonna be so mad at you.
Vasu!
This is like what, the 10th or 20th one you've murdered?
That was
We're doing
26
so well up
through
here.
35, actually.
You have a active
God.
skill called Stunning Strike. Why are you the one having difficulty with this?
Can I mulligan this turn?
I have bombs! So many bombs, I'm
Do
refusing
you-
to use them.
Do you have inspiration?
Use your inspiration.
No,
I do.
you will live with your consequence.
I will not let you mulligan the whole turn. If you want, as an act of mercy, because I know that this is important to someone else, I will let you spend your inspiration for a third attempt on your wisdom check to get that DC 18.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important to me too. I'm not trying to.
Okay. Roll.
No.
Add a D4! Add a D4! You have a fucking D4.
That won't
Oh
get
no,
in there.
it's not. I
Yeah.
saw the 17. Never mind.
It's an 11.
Yeah, what's
Roll down.
What's done is done.
what's done is done.
Vasu, I think, is responsible for, and I don't think I'm exaggerating here, the deaths of every kobold that has died here so
Yep.
far.
He is.
Aside from the fire.
Except for the
fire.
those.
Not those. I just mean
Yeah.
from the party.
No one up here has died yet. Like, I am trying actively to save.
If it makes you feel better, these drops, or these deaths, are just drops in the bucket for the mass genocide that's happened here over the past few years.
Sure.
We're trying to
I mean,
save everyone.
Okay, but the wizard's got to make
They do.
saves.
Yeah, here we go.
right?
Let's do the rest of them.
I hopefully don't just explode their heads.
The
No,
wizards are the one I want to
the-
explode.
These guys look like they can take some decent hits. The rest are just like literally desk workers.
You killed Nancy from HR.
Azadira killed Nancy from HR. If you think about it in a very specific way.
Azadira killed the ones with fire.
Alright, a bunch of them do go unconscious. Some of them maybe go crunchy unconscious. The wizard is the only one still standing.
Crunchy unconscious.
You know. The bones are doing things that bones shouldn't do. Anything else, Vasu?
Unconscious. Unconscious.
Because I spent keys, my main action, I'm going to very solemnly walk over here.
Gently bap this kid.
Kick the wizard as gently as I can.
It's okay.
Does this wizard have shield? Please tell me the wizard has shield. What wizard would not have shield?
One of Nomad's tenets is if you're a wizard, take fucking shit.
There we go. Okay. Alright, anything else?
He cast a spell, so I'm gonna use my reaction.
Fuck him up. Yeah, 28 is good for 13.
At least I can do this non-lethally.
You absolutely can, yeah.
And then I'm gonna go over here.
Level
and
1 Thunder Wave.
Open the door and shut it behind me as quickly as I possibly can.
Alright, excellent.
War never changes.
That brings
The
us-
wizard unconscious?
The wizard is still up.
What? Oh, I thought that put him down.
Yeah,
Never
no,
mind,
he's still
never mind.
up. He's still up.
Yeah, I'll stay in there.
Alright. The gunners are all down. That brings us back to Gale.
Am I a bad person?
Little.
I
Reckless.
feel a strange sense that something has gone wrong, that someone has been trusted with something they're not capable of doing.
Well, the lives of your people? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a weird sense. I'm gonna keep shooting this dragon.
Hell yeah, fuck it up.
Are all these, like, they're not immediately dead though, right? They're making save.
You did more than double their max
Yeah.
HP.
They have baby HP. They have like 5 HP, I think.
The one fucking time I roll good damage on Shatter, like every other time I've used that in this campaign, I've done like 5 damage with all the dice.
Mood.
There's
Yep.
Shatter is the second.
And then I dropped down.
Shatter is only used to kill innocent creatures.
You're correct.
Yeah, and I
yes.
clearly just did that. I dropped
Reference
down here and
backs.
just popped a bunch of heads.
This one is just kind of a grazing strike, but it does clip his wingtip a little bit. He's still charging straight towards you.
Don't worry, he will die at
You
this
do
point.
fine.
Change the-
As you fire this laser, you can kind of draw fun patterns in the ceiling with it if you want.
Ooh.
Yeah. But, you know, after you chase the dragon down.
Are you halfway through the word fuck?
Nah. I'm also gonna, I guess, total try and knock out Pigeon Toe.
Delightful. 6 is exactly what you needed. Pigeon Toe drops.
Perfect. And I will just say, okay, we gotta go. Everybody down the stairs.
Alright, that'll bring us to Nordo.
Okay. Boy, do I? So with
It's okay,
the
they're trapped.
yes, I leaned against this door. I got a nat 20 luck check. So since it's going to be hard for them to open this door and follow, even if I stop leaning against it.
These guys, you have seen them struggle against this up front. You know they can't even pull themselves free of this stuff. They are stuck.
Terrific. I will abandon that. Run over to this last remaining knight. See if I can't finish him off. Non-lethally, of course, because these are Gale's subjects. He asked us so many times not to kill.
The thing is, like, a DC 18 shouldn't even be that hard for Vasu. He just keeps rolling. He spent all his good rolls on attacks and then rolled 3s on every spellcasting check that he's made.
A DC 18, he has to roll a 12 or higher.
That's true. It's harder than a coin flip. That is enough.
+6 to wisdom, right?
That is actually just enough to knock this guy unconscious as well. With that, the only sound of struggle that's still happening are the ones that are trapped by the thing here, the one sorcerer up top that is harrying Flurgle, and the one wizard that Vasu is finishing off.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I can actually get to that. They're going to just come to this side, so I think I'll do that instead.
It was
Burst
inevitable.
through the door.
You do find, because it wasn't open from the other side, this door is locked as well.
Ah, balls.
Yeah.
Would it take me an action to try to tear it down, I assume?
Or an attack, either one.
Gotta go open the door, and there's blood everywhere.
Don't come in!
Don't come in!
I'm indecent.
Norda doesn't know any better. He hears fighting over there. He's gonna go try to help. I'm gonna try to break this door down.
I barely hear fighting in there.
There's just headless kobolds all over the floor.
26 slashing damage.
26 is enough to bust this door down. Do you see what you
Drop
see?
all the spaghetti.
For what it's worth, if you don't have dark vision, it is dark in there, minus the little
I've
bit of
got
light in
dark vision.
the-
Same goggles Bazoo's got on. Our dark vision goggled eyes lock.
Why is he standing in all this kobold spaghetti?
I will just step in, and I can't do anything else. That's my action. Oh wait, I did attack as an action, so I can do a bonus action because I'm a monk. Sometimes I forget I'm a real monk.
They're sleeping.
They're sleepy.
The skulls just got too big for their heads.
Oh god, that's a crit.
That's a solid hit for 8 points of bludgeoning, still up.
Oh my god, these wizards are
Yeah,
dying.
the wizards know what they're doing.
Alright, cool.
What is
That's
this?
my.
Did they study at the Nomad School of Wizardry?
They have
Right.
healthy eating habits.
Action, bonus action, movement. That's my turn. I'm all done.
Alright, Flick, you get a turn.
Okay, and I'm gonna use it doing dumb things. 60 feet of fly gets me here. Going to Tabaxi dash to get here. Grab my wand, the immovable rod wand.
Yep.
Then should be able to get back here with the rest of my Tabaxi dash, and then dash to get back to where I was.
Alright,
You have
perfect.
60 feet of flying.
Fucking excellent. Let's see, anything else? I think that's it.
Can't be in wings are great, but yeah, that's everything. I used all of it to do that, but I got my wand back.
Alright, that'll bring us to Flurgle.
I look at the sorcerer and I'm just like, please don't. I don't know if they've died. You want to roll for that?
Oh, right. What? Yeah, their turn. I missed their turn.
I
Here
don't
we go.
know if you've been keeping track.
I have. There are 17 left.
I don't know how many death saves there are. Oh, one died, I think.
Oh boy. So, the good news is that most of the coughing stops.
Most of the guns.
One of them is now 2 and 2. 6 of them start drooling the last bits of blood in their system and die. They move on.
6 died. Why'd they roll death saves so bad?
Nine of them look like they have kind of settled into stable breathing. And one of them kind of shakes its head awake and begins to stand up and looks aggressively at you. At this point, there's only one still making death saves, one alive, and the rest are either dead or stable.
Bonus action. Stabilize one making death saves.
Alright, that's fair. You have saved
Main
10.
action.
10 plus 2 plus... So you've saved a grand total of 15 of these 25 kobolds that were...
That's not
potentially gonna
enough. The weight of my sins are heavier. Main attack. Non-lethal.
Alright, yeah, you just bonk the one that woke up. Just he goes back to sleep.
And then I Kermit the Frog plop up on my way, like going to the stairs.
Delightful. The sorcerer starts chasing after you. Anything else on your turn?
No.
The
That's
sorcerer,
my action plus action.
sorcerer starts chasing after you. Gets right up behind you and tries to
Stop it! Why are you doing this?
shut some poison spray at you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
I failed.
9 points of poison damage. Holy shit, he gets some.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, damn it.
D4.
Let's see.
Like coughs a little.
This wizard casts a spell.
I don't have my reaction back.
The one.
Oh yeah, I do.
The one up top
Don't I?
casts a spell, but you don't see it. The one below is also going to cast a spell.
I think I have my reaction back.
You do. Oh no, you don't, because you used it on his turn when he shielded.
Oh yeah.
He's going to cast a spell and get the fuck out of there. Whoop, Misty Step. And then he starts running.
The wizard? Oh.
Boy, and then he sees a door on the ground, which... Fuck, what were his orders?
Clean wizard.
Alright. He begins trying to decide what to do to follow his orders. Moat, you're up.
Boy, I saw a wizard run away. I think I
Yeah.
have to dash to get to him, but I will dash out there
Excellent.
and try to just non-lethally knock him out and into the door.
First
Push him
that
into the dummy
I
flame.
just like to make that choice for him.
Excellent. Oh my god.
Oh god.
I said non-lethally, I called it.
What is the sport that you play on horseback with like the polos? It's just polo, right?
Actually, polo.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
polo.
What's that sport called polo that you?
What do you call a sport you play with polo
What's
sticks?
what's that polo sport? Yeah, you
What's
fucking
that basketball game where you put the balls in the basket?
yeah. You fucking polo this wizard in there, conk on the back of the head. He just drops. His spell book flies in with him, and he is joining his 42 other friends in the hole.
42. That's a lot of cobalt.
Yeah, you got 43 kobolds in there now.
Let me measure something out. Oh, I have plenty movement. I guess with the rest of my dash, I'll just head to the boat and make sure that everything's good over here. But
Alright.
that should be it for me.
You find Gale at the helm, and also you can see now about math is so hard. 320 feet away, rapidly closing, is a small green dragon, which to you is still huge. That is just dodging these laser beams as Gale fires them up into the sky. Pew pew pew. Vasu, you're up.
Boy, here I go killing again.
Kind of look back over my shoulder at all the unfortunate poor kobolds, and then back at Nordo. I pick up my spear because I imagine I kind of dropped it, and I was like, "Oh God, what have I done?" And then I'm like, "I'm gonna go." Just fly out. I guess I'll
My
go over,
work here is done.
go over to this door and open it.
You try to. I need a strength check if you're going to try to pry it open. You find that it is like wedged pretty solidly in there.
Strength or athletics?
Athletics would work.
I'll shout over like, those ones are trapped in there, but they ain't getting out.
Should we just leave him
You
in
don't
there?
have to kill him.
Hey, I'm not trying. Oh,
That was it. I'm done. I'm done razzing.
Everyone up here is either dead or okay.
that's good news.
Mostly dead.
I have so
if I-
many things I want to say about this particular encounter that I can't say yet.
I feel so bad. If I can't get the door open, fly out. Can I see the dragon from here?
Yes, it is about 320 feet up in the sky.
What's the range on Eldritch?
I think it is 120 normally, and you can extend it to 300.
Yep, if you got the invocation.
Yeah, with the invocation.
Can't do anything from here still. So I guess I'll just stay there.
All right.
I guess I misread where the doors are, so I probably only got to like here-ish anyway. Getting
That's
around
fair.
corners and whatnot.
All right, that brings us back to the top. At the bottom of the round, the dragonfly is another 880 feet closer. Math is hard. It is now 140 feet away. It will get here next turn at the bottom of this round.
Am I able to move the ship and after I fire?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Okay. And do I still have movement after that, or?
Yeah, I'll say, like, the first ship action is an item interaction. The second ship action is a full action. And then you would still have your own personal movement left after that.
Okay, cool. In that case, I fire the beam.
Excellent. Carve off just a little bit more, this time of its other wing. You can see that it's starting to develop these scars that now kind of hit both of them.
Then I turn the ship around and ram it into this building.
Fuck yes.
Hopefully blocking, and then move the tentacles to block the doors, except for hopefully one of the sphincters, which is next to one of the doors, so that I can leave and exit the door, and we're totally blocked in by this ship.
Excellent. I guess
that only I can pilot.
Right. That's hell yeah. That's very clever. Give me a dexterity piloting check to see how well you can cover 4 entrances, like perfectly, using one of the sphincters as a gate in for just yourself. How well can you Halo to wedge the tank into the Warthog tunnel?
Not great.
17 is okay. You get the feeling that like a bigger dragon could probably come along and just like shake this thing free. A small dragon like this probably not going to be able to squeeze through or move the ship. So you're at least able to block this dragon out for a while.
That's something at least. And then I will exit the ship and try and slip into the building.
All right, excellent. Inside, you find that it is mostly quiet. You don't have any indication who's responsible for what, but you do see there's a scorched pile of 10 very dead kobolds here. You can smell more blood and kind of some shattered rubble from over here. You can hear some still struggling over here. But for the most part, it seems to be quiet, except for the sound of Kermit footsteps and screaming coming from upstairs.
You see Nordo coated in blood, as he always is in combat, because he draws it to him in a room full of slaughtered kobolds that Masu is nowhere near.
Fortunately, I can't see in that room.
All right.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Nordo.
Great. I'll get out of this room. Okay. The slapping footsteps upstairs, those sound like does it sound like there's still fights going on upstairs, or just like he's running from
You've
somebody?
got very
can't
good
tell?
passive perception. It sounds like Flurgala's running from a single sorcerer upstairs towards the stairwell.
Outstanding. I'll run over here and climb up this ladder. How much movement does that take?
10 feet of climbing.
Cool. I'm a monk, I just run up walls. Does that change anything?
Yeah, I'll allow it. That's fine.
Great. So that's 20.
You probably also hear me like, "Go away! What are you doing? This I don't want to kill you."
40 feet gets
Oh,
me
there
there.
you go.
And I will just kind of cold clock this guy in the back of the head and knock him out recklessly.
All right.
Oh, thank you, High Priest. Oh, praise.
Oh yeah, bonk. He. Oh, actually, he's still got a little more health.
Oh,
Attack.
oh, the prayers. Gentle little boy.
Oh, give me a strength save against restraint, please. Okay, cool. In that case, make the next attack a bite. If it hits, it crits. Again, just chopping into like his neck and shoulder, hoping to sort of just get him to pass out.
Yeah, and that one will do it. He drops. And with that, aside from the ones that are struggling against the foam that they literally cannot escape from downstairs, everything is kind of under control. The dragon is quickly bearing in, but he's not going to be able to get through the ship in time. We're going to drop out of initiative, at least temporarily, while you guys decide what to do next.
Did I wind up on the right side of this ship when it...
You were with Gale, so he would have made sure the exit is pointing so that you can both get out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You're able to take a second and regroup. You're able to do so in a place that these guys don't have line of sight to shoot you with their crossbow. Presumably just kind of down here in this corner on the first floor. What would you guys like to do?
Probably take a long rest, I think.
God, so much blood.
We have to well, these guys. This is gonna last for an hour, but they might get out eventually.
Hopefully, we'll be done in an hour.
Yeah. I've used 2 of those so far.
You guys look a little fucked up.
Really?
Guys-
Great.
What happened to you?
He's
There were like 40 kobolds, and they all hit me at the same time.
pulling tiny crossbow
twice.
bolts out of himself like a pincushion.
Well, why'd you go into the other door alone?
Because I thought you guys had it upstairs, and I thought I'd be fine. I also just wanted to find more kobolds to chuck in the hole, because it was funny.
I'm glad that the enslavement of my people is amusing to you, and I feel a lot less bad about you being shot mercilessly.
I mean,
I
I don't think it's funny they're enslaved. I think it's funny that there's 40 kobolds in a hole, regardless of their enslavement status. I mean, if you were in there too, that'd be funny. There could be 40 tabaxi, it could be 40 tort. There's just a bunch of people in a tiny space that I did, and I think it's funny.
Would you all
Alright.
wish to be healed?
No, I would just like to continue to bleed out.
I
Okay.
think they would.
What about you, Mom? Would you like to...
Yes, please. Thank you,
What do you
Flurgle.
think?
Flurgle, gurgle, flur, flur,
For Gurgle?
Flurgle.
Just
I
say
was just
Flurg.
gonna say
Flurg
Flurg.
is... Flurg is fine.
Just gonna
What
call
was
you
Gale
Nomad,
saying?
is that okay?
I don't know. This invokes strange feelings. I have not chosen the name yet, actually. This is the name given to me when I was born. So maybe later, when I have earned the name, decided on one.
That sounds like a good idea. Flurg for now, then.
Flurg is fine.
Also, I do have some mana if you don't want to waste yours.
It's okay, I've only been using my mana for summoning items, and it's like 3 mana each time. Here is a small chunk. Uh, 49.
That is much more than a small chunk.
Praise Nomad. One for you as well, Flick.
Yeah, it was sarcasm. I'd very much like to not die.
Don't use that. Sarcasm's undetectable by my people.
That's unfortunate.
48.
Thank you.
But we should hurry.
I can
Wow.
throw another heal your way, Flick. One sec.
Cool. Would appreciate it. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
buy every healing potion to exist.
I can't make those.
Do I really have that much gold? Jesus.
You've never spent. You were a dragon for a while.
I was a dragon and couldn't spend anything. I
Yeah.
have 60,000 gold.
Yeah, you guys took the Wandering Sun, the capital headquarters of the world's largest commercial enterprise.
Yeah. Oh man.
You know
so
what
much.
feels very bad was I took no damage that entire fight.
It happens. There have been times that like Wasu comes back and I'm surprised he's alive and I haven't taken any damage. So we all take our turn almost dying.
I was like in the thick of it, like in the middle.
Yeah, you went full combat medic there, Flurg.
As you guys are resting up, patching up your wounds quickly, catching your breath, all of you do notice a creature that is trying to be sneaky and failing miserably.
Who is this?
Little creature about the size of a gecko, maybe.
Is it invisible? Because I can detect those.
It is not invisible.
Oh.
It is a little creature about the size of a gecko, who at first kind of looks like a gecko, crawling along the walls, out of the stairwell, and kind of pokes around the corner. It is this dark-skinned lizard that has kind of a sail running down its back like a Dimetrodon.
How pretty.
This kind of, even though it's very small, it has this dragon-like face. Kind of resembles an Abishai a little bit. It's got these lean, kind of angular features, this snout that kind of has this sharp look to it. But you can see that it has, on either side of its face, 3 beady black eyes. And it kind of just looks at all of you, blinks a couple times, realizes that it's been seen by all of you, and starts skittering back down the stairs.
Can I
I'll
tell?
pop over to it.
Do I know what it is?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe. Almost. Yeah, you would. There's no reason you wouldn't. You know what? Give me a history check. Or an intelligence check, that any skill you can justify for remembering your time in captivity.
If it's a dragon, I have advantage.
That's true. And it is.
Can I throw one of my 10 bags of caltrops, not caltrops, ball bearings at it?
Quite possibly. We'll do the knowledge checks first, and then we'll do initiative if we want to try to take action real quick. Yes, with a 21. During your time beneath this place, and as you step in here, there are some uncomfortable chills that kind of creep their way into your mind. It's been a long time since you've been in this building. It's been a very long time since you've been in this building as a free man, not shackled. And it's also been a long time since you've been up here on the first few floors, instead of 2 or 3 floors down, where you know that these cells have been converted from a prison into a laboratory, a place where extremely inhumane things were done to you, to your siblings, to your citizens, in the name of some research. At the time, its purpose unclear. There was a point as you were escaping with Marvel where you passed by one of the research rooms that contained a vat that was filled with this pungent smelling kind of formaldehyde solution. And although you were moving quickly and you didn't take a lot of time to stop and really smell the roses during your escape, you do remember seeing in that vat a creature kind of like this, but larger, about the size of Toto. And although it was a very different size, much larger than this, the shape is eerily similar. It looked like almost like a big Komodo dragon, black scales, a sail that runs down its spine, and 6 beady black eyes. The same creature as this, but this one is the size of a gecko instead of the size of Toto.
It's a baby.
You're not entirely sure what the creature is, but you suspect that it is linked to the research being done here. And you would know that it is almost certainly being supervised by the people that perform the research here, specifically Dr. Worley, who was the one who did most of the experiments on you.
Okay.
You didn't get a name or anything like that. Just, you've seen a creature like this. Norda, what's up?
Does this thing seem to be acting like naturally for a animal, or like something has been shapeshifted in a spine?
Sure. Give me insight or animal handling, either one.
So it'd be kind of a moot point based on what we just learned, but
30, behaving like a familiar. you've been around them a lot.
Okay.
Can I?
Yes, give
throw
me
my
initiative.
ball bearings?
For sure, give me an initiative.
Sure.
Say I'll try to murderate it if I can as well.
I can shoot it 4 times.
Oh damn it! It's still. I have to click my token each.
Yeah, anybody that can beat a 5 on initiative can take. Oh my god!
Yeah, a bit of 5
it
with a 1.
it had a fighting chance there. It still fucked it up.
Nah, I still got to 11.
Oh yeah, you guys, especially realizing like this is definitely a familiar, just fucking unleash on this thing, and with a tiny little, you watch as it is flayed across the back of
That
the
sound was so
stairwell.
sad, though.
That's okay. All lizard familiars have been quite sad. I remember in C1, there was an iguana
I remember
one.
the iguana. Nice. Yeah, he's cute.
Was ringing a bell. I was like, oh, that's adorable. It was trained.
A few more seconds pass and everything is quiet. There's no retaliation. Combat doesn't break out. Presumably, just scouting. But after 15 or 20 more seconds, Gale, you hear a voice in your head magically sent to you, presumably with a message or something similar. Oh, good. 32nd prodigal son has come home. You were always my favorite. Come, why don't we talk?
Yeah, let's talk. Well, go down.
Excellent. Start heading down the stairs.
Yep.
I follow very closely.
All right. You get to the bottom of the stairs.
He doesn't seem like such a bad guy, says Fergal to himself.
Uh,
Still a little done.
I forgot about this.
Crack the door
With
open.
a
Yes.
with a passive medicine of 21, I don't have any reason to really look at Flurgle, but can I tell that he has been fucked by this stuff, especially with my knowledge of the savage bullshit
You did
chemicals?
literally see him throw a vial at something.
Oh, you know, I think I did see
Yeah.
him get hit by it. So do I know that he's fucked in the brain?
Give me either medicine or insight. Either one's fine.
So my medicine's or my arcana's bullshit, but I gotta get medicine.
What was the
Cool.
green dragon's name?
Hard to
Very
say.
strong.
You know
Oh,
for sure that he
bad.
definitely inhaled something along. This was something that caused him to become charmed for a while.
Okay.
Um,
I'll at least bring it up if like that's enough for me to be like, hey, somebody threw some chemical at him. I don't know if it was just poison or something, but since we know we know something in the air here is controlling people's minds, maybe do we have some of that antidote?
Yeah, we got a bunch.
Maybe a little dose for
I give
friend.
all of you guys some.
Oh, what's this
Yeah.
tasty looking thing?
Say I'll take my antidote out and sort of here, Fargo, will you take some medicine? You feel better.
Okay.
and you do suddenly have a little bit of clarity that comes over you. You can remove the charmed condition.
He was not such a cool guy.
I had a feeling.
Delightful. Notably, you do not have a stack of the special influence from that. That was just Formula Oda. Why?
I don't know what that does. I just
Good. Don't worry about it for now. For now, you're totally fine. The things that happened to you in the last fight no longer matter.
Okay. I don't know what that was, but I'm super susceptible to it.
Gale, as you make your way down to the bottom floor and crack open this door, which is more familiar to you, you are greeted with a somewhat familiar sight. The sight of a prison that has been converted into kind of a makeshift laboratory.
Do you want me to sing a song? Oh.
You can see that there are a pair of desks that are laden with research. There are a handful of Black Abishai that have gathered with their weapons at the ready. You can see that in the middle of the room there are a number of cages that do contain prisoners, most of which are green-scaled kobolds. And you do see that one of those green-scaled kobolds is vaguely familiar to you. You recognize her because every once in a while Leah would kind of talk about Poe. And she came up again recently when she sent the letter. And she immediately like shouts through the bars like, no, go. No, this isn't safe. Dr. Worley standing in the middle of the room with 2 armfuls of mind-controlled kobolds around him, holding them close, presumably for protection, although he does it with this almost twisted affection to it, like they're his friends or his children. He says, come on in. I think we can probably negotiate something.
Okay. They'll just walk in, kind of hands in pocket.
The rest of you can leave. He kind of looks over Gale's shoulder to the rest of you in the stairwell.
No chance in hell. I'll step up next to him.
Double check. See what it does to that.
It's all right, Nordo.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh god. Fergal's in the back.
He will not, like, step into the room up next to you or anything, but I ain't going nowhere till I know you're safe. I'll just kind of stay in the doorway at least.
Flurgle's going to hug the wall here, do a minor illusion himself to look like a potted plant, and do the hide actions of bullets.
Noted. Excellent. Love it. Alright. Perfect. Worley looks to Gale and then kind of over Gale's shoulder to everybody waiting in the stairwell and says, deal's simple. I need your body, and that's it. The rest of you can leave. Hell, even the prisoners here can leave. Your body, dead. Everyone else here lives. You'll be remembered as a hero, as a sacrifice for your people.
That's fairly tempting, honestly.
What is a man if not the legacy he leaves behind? The sooner we finish our work here, the sooner that this place can go back to the way that it was. Sniveling and disorganized and free. Free just how you like it.
Okay. Counter offer. I kill you and your guards, and everyone else goes free.
Wait. You are still so stubborn, aren't you? This has always been the problem with you, number 32. You're so valuable, and yet you're so stubborn. It is such a shame that nobody else was as valuable as you.
Nordo, please leave him alive for me, and I want to cast Vortex Warp on Worley.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Alright.
No promises.
It is midnight. We will roll initiative next week. Let's fucking go.
No!
Very excited. Still under 10 minutes since we raided the upstairs.
Yes, absolutely. You guys did a short break, but it was not like a full rest or anything.
Just did a
Note
few
to
minor
Unity for
touch-ups.
next week.
Yeah. We got Ace back inside right